g'day, mateys. We be back for a little bit more International Talk Like Josh the Pirate Day. This is our 4th edition of this, and it is fantastic to still be going. We are still raising money for childhood cancer support. We're still supported by some incredibly generous folks, and an incredibly lovely audience. And yeah, well, we are into hour 8 of this charity marathon, and I am joined by some splendid beings. And let's go and talk about these people, shall we? Agent, who the absolute heck are you? It's been a while since I asked you that on this channel.
Hello, I'm Agent Number 1. I'm a streamer here over on Twitch and on YouTube. I do a lot of strategy games and variety games, mostly tactics-based stuff. I've been on this channel in the past for Talk Like a Pirate Day. Josh and I met many, 5 years ago, doing D&D on Twitch, I think. And it's always such a joy to be back here. I absolutely love it. I'm very excited for today.
Yep, Agent played in the very first game of D&D I ever played online. Yes, in a very high-level campaign where I literally one-on-one to God, and I won. It was yeah, Pally Warlock Bard build, good go. Owen, who the absolute heck are you?
Who the heck am I? I'm Owen. I'm the DM of the Lost Archives, which is a TTRPG actual play channel for Twitch and for YouTube, and we also have a podcast. We're currently playing a bit of D&D 5th E, bit of Avatar Legends, which is like Avatar: The Last Airbender, TTRPG, very much like Powered by the Apocalypse, if you're familiar with that system. And we do variety stuff over on YouTube too. I record playthroughs of some cool games and stuff like that. This is my second Talk Like Josh the Pirate Day. Last year I got to be the DM. I very rarely get to be a player, so I'm very excited to have my 1 yearly session as a player. This is it. There will be people watching to make sure I don't get another one for the rest of the year.
We will see. And Malika, who the heck are you?
Hi. You'd think after all this time I'd have an intro by now, but I'm Malika. I'm a creative of sorts who has mostly been in hiatus. I pop up here every now and then, whenever Josh the Pirate sends out the call, and I'm available. And this is my first Talk Like Josh the Pirate Day stream, and you know we're here, we're queer, and we're ready to try and stay awake for the duration of this game. Here we go.
Fantastic. And Chuck, who the heck are you, mate?
Oh, I'm Chuck Cumbow. I'm the community director for Troll Lord Games. Just a gamer coming here to run a game. I feel very honored to be able to run this for you guys. I've been looking forward to it for several weeks now. I'm so glad that Josh asked me to. I'm very excited about it. Want to introduce this game to some people. If you've played D&D, you've played our game. We've been around for 25 years. The company has. We were Gary Gygax's last publisher, and we're still now publishing his stuff again. So lots of good D&D stuff going on around our neck of the woods. We make a lot of different games like Cast Crusades, Amazing Adventures, Harvesters, which is like Humblewood, lots of different stuff. So, yeah.
Love it. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Well, yes. Troll Lord Games are one of the wonderful people who have been supporting us for a very long time. They're also providing some fantastic door prizes for all these streams. So there's a giveaway going on right meow. Type !ticket in chat or !enter. Either one will do, and you'll go into the draw to win a couple of Troll Lord Games vouchers for a $15 at their online store, where you could acquire any of the Amazing Adventures or Castles and Crusades or such. I'm keen on Barsoom, actually. I absolutely adore
that's gonna be good.
Barsoom mythos. Other than that, they're not the only splendid beings out there. The Wooten Forge have kicked in a Jara Dice Keeper like this one, but not this one. This one's mine. You can't have it.
I want that one.
No, it's mine. I've had it for too long now. I've had it as long as I've been playing with Agent. That's how long. And the splendid ladies at Roll with Advantage have chucked us 12 sets of dice, and then my mum threw in another. Because why not? So there are 13 sets of dice out there to be won, and then Crispin Crunch threw like 4 more in the set, and there's some dice erasers and a DM screen that Karen and I are chucking into the mix. Then the splendid, wonderful people at Sync. Sync is a new expansion for 5e coming out, a third-party expansion being kickstarted at the moment. And I got in contact with them because it's all about tattoos and pirates, and I was like, hey, we're doing a thing. So they're going to send us a t-shirt from their thing, and you should go and check their stuff out. It is currently kickstarting. They have just blown through 200,000 raised. It's a hit point press thing, and it's looking pretty cool, and I'm going to be running one of the adventures from it for the finale game in this stream, which is rather fun. But that's not for now, that is for later. Also, the excellent Mike Moans gave us a game, basically. It was called the Island of the Crab Archon, and it's an epic encounters game. It comes complete with a whole bunch of minis, and all the, and a gaming mat, and the rules for everything. It's a full enclosed 5e adventure with all the minis you need. Rather brilliant thing, and yeah, he's just chucked that into the mix as well because he's an excellent champion. So those are all the prizes you could stand to win, which is, I think you'll agree, quite a lot. Hopefully it'll keep us going for a hot minute. That is the most prizes we've ever managed to accumulate for one of these things. It's only getting better. So any donation, however large, you have in your digital wallets, please chuck it over at the link what is coming up in chat in just a moment, because I'll put it there. And I think that's all I need to talk about before we go into the game. So let's chuck it over to Chuck. Take it away, my friend.
All right. Okay. So first off, let's talk a little bit about the game and how I'm going to run through the combat real quick for you guys. There is some combat and planned a little bit since everybody here is running fighters. So what we're going to do is basically, in a nutshell, I will say, all right, we're going to go into initiative. I'll go around the table and I'll be like, what are you doing? Kentucky, what are you doing? Shell, what are you doing? I only need 4 answers. It's either going to be non-combat, spell. That's not going to happen. Ranged or melee. All right. Now, I completely forgot to mention this, but this could help a little bit. Did any of you bother to look in that folder and see the cheat sheet I stuck in there? If you didn't, I recommend you grab it now. It's just an image. You can throw it up on your computer and look at it. It'll help you fuel things as far as combat goes. It's a combat cheat sheet. It's got stuff sort of laid out in there. But that's all we're going to do is basically I'll ask you, and then we're going to do a group initiative. We'll run on D12s because they don't ever get any love. So we'll do a D12 initiative. And everybody will take a turn. Like say, for example, right off the bat, Josh's character would go, and then the next time we're in initiative, it would be Owen's character's turn, and so on and so forth. So everybody gets a turn. You just kind of do a group kind of thing like that, right? Makes it really fast. And if you decide that you want to do one of those combat maneuvers that we have on the cheat sheet, then when you're doing like I'm gonna do melee, just say I'm gonna do a combat maneuver. I don't have to have any details. I like not having the metagaming for me on my side. It's kind of neat whenever I get surprised with whatever spell's gonna happen or whatever. And just remember that this is a role-playing game, player facing, so it's designed for you to just you can try whatever you want to. Any skills that you think would be related to your character, just try them. If you want to knock down a door or whatever, I'm not gonna worry you out with checks all the time. There'll be some, But anyway, we'll go play through it. It's pretty simple. We're just gonna tell a story here and have fun with it. If you have any questions, ask me at any time. Not a big deal. Let's see if there's anything else I need to tell you. Yes, and Josh is responsible for buying all the beer later. So after we're done.
Valid. Look, the next time you're all in my city, you're welcome.
I might be there next year. No, I won't. Damn it. Never mind. I keep thinking you're in Manchester.
You're not in Melbourne.
Never mind. If I ever make it to your city, it'll be a fucking dream come true. So
the accent is
dream of
confusing,
Perth.
I'll give you.
Nah, it's all right. All right, so I guess we're good. Any more questions, you guys? We'll get started. I need to bring up a couple of things here real quick. On my end of things, and then I'll be good to go here. Something eluded me when I restarted my computer. There we go. Got everybody over here. Oh, Lord, there's Bake Sauce. What's up, Scott? He's our IT guy. He's hanging out today, which is nice.
Oh,
Very nice. Good to see everybody. Oh, well, I'll just... There we go. I like to pop the chat out so I can see it. I've got 4 monitors in the chat for it's all the way over there and I can't see it. So I'm going to fix that right now.
It always needs its own monitor.
It does. It really does, man. You're right about that. There we go. I can see everybody. Thank God. There we go. I can communicate. All right, not that it matters. All right, so I gave you guys a little bit of a intro to that in the chat for this adventure here. This is just a custom adventure that I wrote, and hopefully it'll see the light of day eventually as a publication. Eventually, in our setting I'm working on. This takes place in the world of Arid in the south, in the southern jungles of a place called Inklu-Naid. Just think Mesoamerica sort of jungle kind of thing, you know, but also Land of the Lost, Slee Stacks, you know, King Kong. So lots of good stuff like that, right? So I'll tell you what I'll do, just so we get started. I'll read this little preview off for everybody. Deep in the jungles of Inklu-Naid lies an empty tower, built ages ago by a dark wizard, rumored to be a traveler of time and space. Your party is dying. An unfortunate side effect from the last adventure you all were journeyed together on. A curse so foul that even in the last few days, you all have experienced the feeling of your life force leaving your bodies. Your flesh, from time to time, seems to ripple, almost taking the appearance of the undead. Your only hope is to find this tower and search for a supposed tome, sorry. Well, maybe a tomb. But a tome of Zarkai. That's right. All right. It supposedly contains the ritual needed to break the ancient curse of the dark god Narhite. Time is running out for you all. And that's pretty much it. You guys are on borrowed time. Now, you guys, oh, I forgot. This is Talk Like a Pirate Day. Do I need to talk like this the whole time, John?
No, we've had a lot of pirates. We can take a break from pirates. There'll be more pirates.
All right, then. No more pirates then.
Wait, what am I saying? No, it absolutely, you have to.
What?
Must be the whole time. Yeah.
Hey.
Would be fitting.
Right, so, it would be fitting. So you guys actually belong to a band of pirates. Unfortunately, many of your crew have perished because of what's happened. You guys are not sailors. So you've managed, with what sailors were left with this curse hit everybody, have landed upon the shores of this dark continent. Staying above you is just a huge canopy of jungle trees, noises coming from it. You're all that's left of the crew. The boat just kind of got really close to shore, and you guys took your chances and got some stuff off the boat, made some makeshift rafts to get your equipment over, and now you're all on the shore. As you see the boat sort of floating off into the distance in the ocean. And before you, it's about probably noon. The sun's directly above you. It's hot. What would you like to do?
I'd say we sort of, I have a quick moment to look around. You know, you go, Chuck.
Let me interrupt real quick. There was something else I want to do. I want everybody to go around and introduce their characters to everybody that's watching. I'm a dumbass. I forgot that.
So I was about to be like, we should probably take a quick stock of ourselves and like.
Right.
I was leaning in for you.
And
go ahead.
also,
We'll start
do
with.
We know we are looking for this tower. We know where we're heading.
You know that there's supposedly a tower here in the jungle somewhere that contains what's known as the Tome of Zarkai. Supposedly contains the solution to your problem. That's about it.
Yeah.
So go ahead and introduce yourselves. Take a turn. Start with Josh. Start with this character.
Well, I'm playing Kentucky Smith, and Kentucky is he's seen a lot. He doesn't get out a lot. He prefers his books and his tomes and his classroom at his university, and but he's, for all that, he seems reasonably competent individual. In visual, you're thinking a lot of tan, a lot of like a leather waistcoat, a rakish hat, and a whip coiled at his belt that he seems bizarrely proficient with. And stubble, like everywhere.
The permanent 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
He shaves and it just grows. It's like it's Homer Simpson. It's just.
And you're playing a 3rd level human rogue, right?
Human rogue.
Well, maybe
Want that
human. We don't really
third
know. Yes.
proficiency.
Yeah, that's min-maxer, folks, right
Yeah,
there.
boy.
I have
Alan,
not
if you want-
min-maxed. I have gone thematic, very much so.
Good man.
Before you stands a stout dwarf, dark brown beard, normally carefully braided, but given the adventures we've been on and the trouble we're currently facing, the braids have come out a bit. Patches of hair sort of emerging underneath his leather bassinet. As he sort of pulls it back to wipe the sweat away, a bit of hair comes away as he looks down, quite concerned about the necromantic curse we seem to be suffering from. He is a third level bard. Rather than any major instruments on his person, though, he has a very large tome at his waist. And as Shale turns towards his good friend Tucky, because Sala calls him Indy, doesn't he? Yeah. So as he looks towards his good friend Tucky.
I have no idea who you're talking about, but sure.
Yeah, lad, I've been feeling a bit better. You sure about this? The lore on this place, the tome in the tomb, in the tome.
I remember it from one of Mum's books.
Your mother, beautiful creature. I remember her well. Sorry, we'll talk about you, lad.
Why'd you bring up my mother's well? Slipping Scottish, damn it.
Sorry, that's partly my as soon as one person does the accent, it's infectious.
Odie, I mean, it was you interpreted the thing. What do you reckon?
So of the bunch standing slightly away from them and surprisingly put together considering the circumstances, is a quite average in every sense, olive-skinned, brown-eyed, brown-haired, with spectacles perched on the end of her nose and holding a parasol to protect her from the sun. But if you were to look at her ears, they would be slightly more pointed than what you would expect for a human woman. So that is young. I don't even know how to say her last name, and I wrote it. Odlin Sabat, our librarian with somewhat of a mysterious past, and she's just sort of squinting around and perhaps putting her hand over her head, and she's like, as far as I know, the translations I did must be correct, but I don't see anything so much as a path that would suggest any kind of structure being built within this kind of dense, well, for lack of a better word, jungle. I don't know. You're rather more experienced at the adventuring side of things than me, I think.
Perhaps this is something Will could help with. Will, you're our tracker.
Yeah, and so standing kind of a good head above everybody else is Willow Fallbirch, who is a elf that almost looks more like a Goliath in his size. Or
Will, what's it like up there? What can you see?
I love that all of us went.
Hello.
Oh, well, you know, it's there's a lot of things that can kind of hide in trees here around. Frankly, it's nicer to be in here than it is to be on the ship for much longer, but I don't know, my skin's been feeling really weird and kind of slopping off of me a little bit as he sort of shakes his hand, and you just see like little pieces of flesh, I think, start coming off of it in tiny little bits.
Stop! No, probably don't do that.
If you will keep sort of trying to shake it off, just don't scratch. I keep telling you, don't scratch at it. It'll just make it worse.
Well, you know, it's itchy sometimes, and it's really hard to, keep it together.
Remember what the doctor said. Don't scratch it, particularly if it's itching, regardless of where it is.
I remember. So, well, which way are we heading into here?
Heck, I reckon just away from the beach. Then at least the sand mites won't be biting at the skin.
Well, it's a beautiful day. There's lots of clouds in the sky. Like I said, you're standing up looking at this large canopy of jungle. So you can't really see beyond it. So I can't really describe if you see the mountains or anything, because it's right up on the edge of the beach. So you would have to kind of go back out in the water if you want to see past it, maybe get a little elevation. You can't. It's noon. It's hot. And yeah, you don't see any, actually,
Oh, he's reaching for some dice.
It
It's more
begins.
Begins.
It begins.
Can I say that was the most seamless one-by-one character introduction? That flowed so nicely. It
it
looks
was
like we
fantastic,
prepared this. We didn't. All of us are doing joke characters.
What are you
It
talking
just
about?
happens they're inspired by quite similar joke characters in the same media. So it was just stunning. It was perfect.
I will add that on Audie's character here, I've got Audie and her last name. I've got like ESV, a bunch of letters. That's what I've written. I didn't know how to pronounce it either.
I
so
read that as
you're
like
all
maybe
good.
French. I was like, oh, Odile ne savot.
Yeah, I
thought
wasn't
that was
for
the...
sure either. I thought, well,
Sure,
it's-
why not?
She just changed Evelyn.
I literally Mad Libs.
O'Connell.
Yeah, Evelyn
Yeah.
O'Connell.
It's got
'Cause-
exactly the same build as O'Connell. It's
Oh,
two
it does.
double letters
Yeah.
and two double letters.
Oh, that's outstanding.
The dyslexic in me noticed this immediately, and I was just like, "Is there a pattern?" And went looking for one. There is not.
Superpower.
No. But I appreciate that it was noticed, even though it was done in the most chaotic way possible.
that's what I'm here for, to make everybody feel like they're a part of it. You know what I mean? I just wanted you to know that I thought hard about that bunch of letters. All right. So, anyways, you do notice standing there the ranger of the group. So, Will, you, as y'all are discussing this, you look and you can tell that there's a little game trail right there leading into the jungle. That might be something you would want to. You can try that, or y'all could go on down the beach and try to look for a road or something else.
Yeah.
If you want.
I wanted to look for any kind of like signs of if there had been any other like footprints or signs of life sort of in and around this area.
You don't
I
see
guess
anything.
mostly
Nothing
humanoid
more
sort
than
of-
you would expect. Yeah, you don't
No,
see
okay.
anything out of the ordinary. Sandpiper feet, maybe a snake, whatever. Stuff like that.
Well,
Normal
it
jungle
looks
stuff.
like this place is mostly abandoned, but there is still signs of wildlife if we want to make our way into the forest. I'm happy to lead the way.
Lead on. My guess would be higher ground.
It's not a bad
Worst
choice.
case,
We could.
we can at least look down on stuff and see.
It's always helpful to have a head up on everything.
As he kind of
Yeah.
like looks down at the group of you and
Is that a slight?
All right. So what's the marching order going to be? Side by side, 4, 2 by 2, 1 by 1. Who's in front? Who's in back?
How big's the trail? You said game trail.
Yeah.
Are we
It's-
bush
it's
bashing if
nominal.
we're side by side?
3 foot wide, maybe. Probably been made by small, deer-like
I-
creatures. Probably. That kind of thing.
Will would definitely be taking the front and kind of like haphazardly swinging he's got this huge two-handed lumberjack axe that he had from his time working as an elven lumberjack, and he's just kind of like clearing a path like a machete as he goes through for anything that
Okay.
would block
You
the
dressed
way.
in character.
I did dress in character.
You did. Props to him. He'll survive. Anyway, go ahead.
I would be either going
so-
directly behind Will or at the back.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, I'm making a move to protect one side of the lady.
Yeah. Okay.
I think. What is it? I think Odlin would probably be going directly behind Will.
The most sheltered spot.
Yeah. just occasionally one of these when there's a wild swing of the axe, just leaning back a little bit, keeping a decent bit of distance.
Shayla bring
So
up the
you-
rear then. If
Okay,
it's
alright.
yeah, so it sounds like it's Will.
We're marching based on height, I think.
We are, yeah.
Yeah, definitely not an armor. Armor class has nothing to do with it whatsoever.
Yep.
While we're marching, Chuck, I think Shay would probably try and do a bit of legend lore, see if he can use his knowledge of the stories and tales about this moment of quiet while we're walking to try and figure out what he might know about this tome and the pathway to it. If there's any stories around other adventurers who've sought it before.
Okay. Since this is not somewhere you've ever been before, since it's sort of
Trying
not
to think
exactly
like what stories have come to him from across the seas.
So give me a charisma check. This will be a tough one though, a little bit. So yeah,
That's
you'll
okay.
have to. You're definitely going to be oral tradition and maybe.
Okay.
Some
So I've
researching books
rolled
and
a
stuff.
17. My charisma's +2, and it is my primary stat.
And you on all checks and saves, always add your level. Always.
Oh.
Okay.
Unless I tell you otherwise, because typically if you
Oh.
try to do, like say for example, Shell decides he wants to disable a trap. Shell doesn't really have that ability or that skill. So guess what? Shell can try it, but
Yeah.
he's not adding his level to it, right?
That's
He's
very
gonna be
fair.
out there on his own. Yeah. So
Okay,
sort of
so
that kind of shows your skill.
So that's so 17 +2 for the charisma plus the level takes me up to 22. And then if it's a primary stat, do I add a +6?
Just say prime. Nope.
Prime
just
stat.
say prime.
Yeah.
Just say prime. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. If it's a
22
non-prime,
prime.
say non-prime. For me, I'm used to prime, non-prime, or secondary. All right.
22 prime.
So you do know a little bit about this actually. As you guys are walking along, you're sort of running.
It's in a tomb. That's it.
Well, not necessarily that. It could be the tomb of tomes of tombs, or the tome of tombs of tomes. But anyway, we joke about that all the time about printing a book like that. But anyway, you're walking down the trail. You guys are doing whatever, and you're thinking about this. You're mulling over your head, and that's a pretty good roll. So, in the back of your head, you remember reading something about Zarkai. Part of the whole point of him being, well, you actually don't know the name of whoever. The Tome of Zarkai is what you're looking for. You don't know if that's the guy who the Sivad person is, or if Sivad's a place or what. But you do know that the person that was rumored to have built this tower was a traveler of time and space, used what was some sort of magical technology that was very, very was not of this world, and they were almost like gates you would use to travel, and they would almost picture like almost like an atom shape sort of thing, and they kind of turn. You've seen that lots of times in sci-fi movies and stuff, right? Those kind of gates. Whoever would step inside of it, it would spin, and voila, right? You know that, and you also know that he was a great researcher of worlds. He had a lot of knowledge, and that's kind of got you a little bit interested, because you're always about the knowledge, right? So you're kind of hoping maybe you can find his library or whatever when you get there. Because suppose the rumors are he has a library that goes on for days with all kinds of rare tomes in it, lots of good stuff, right? And that's about it, really. That's all you can glean from that, really. That's what I was willing to give out earlier.
Okay. I'll share that with the group immediately.
Everybody roll me a D20 raw, please.
Well, I've balanced out my previous good roll. That's a 3.
None of them's bad. It's more of me rolling for some. I'm looking for some encounter.
18.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Hey.
You matched me. Cool. Keep going.
Hey.
How about you, Kentucky?
Oh,
I didn't hear you. I think 8. Okay, you doubled me. All right. Well. All right. Anyways. All right. So you let the party know about that. You guys move on down the trail, and you're moving on. Are you go ahead and give me a tracking check? Let's just get that out of the way so that it applies. So I'll let you guys know how I do checks like this. Anytime someone's doing some sort of an ability where it's going to be ongoing, like tracking, detecting traps, moving silently, I let you roll once. We keep the roll, and then if something interrupts that, we roll again. I don't have you roll every single time. Okay, it's much
Okay.
I won't remember. So.
Chuck, I have a class ability called Listen.
Mm-hmm. Listen at doors. You can hear.
Keeping my it's sort of a general like keeping my ear out for threats as we're walking.
You can you can be listening as you walk along. Just give me a listen roll. We'll keep that stat. So anybody else have any other rolls they want to make like that? Just let me know, and you can go ahead and make it.
I rolled
And
a
all you
three.
you just go roll a D20 plus the attribute bonus and your level. That's all you need.
I rolled a 3, which ends up equaling 7 on a primary stat. Prime.
Okay. All right. Now, just so you know, success for me can be as low as sometimes 5, 4, 3, 2. So don't always think you're rolling bad. You know, it's going to be some things I'm not looking for 20.
You know, these
7, you
forests
said?
here, the trees are really Geez, I haven't really seen trees like this before. It's almost, I don't know, this jungle's a lot different from my home forest, I'll tell you that.
It might be, lad, that they're from other worlds. If this person had traveled here, maybe brought some plants and stuff with him, and they've grown out of control. Like, this might not be an area that you could have ever seen before.
Do you think?
And just like that, Owen has rewrote the adventure. No, just
I really hate
It was
that
good, though.
idea.
I liked
That really doesn't make me feel good. That suggestion. Interesting. Do you reckon that's Will? Do you think that's possible that these are non-Aridate trees?
Well, I mean, they could be, but, one tree falls just as well as the other, you know? All you gotta do is just keep hitting them with an axe.
And I think Will like just bury his axe into like a big nearby trunk, to just kind of prove a point.
All right.
And also make sure that the tree doesn't bleed or something weird.
Or start screaming. That would actually be quite funny.
Yeah, right. Start screaming.
That is an official
Why
rewrite
did you
on this
do that?
adventure. Why? Why?
I like that, man. But anyway,
I feel like I've missed a moment, but botany is definitely not oddly specialty, but I did get a 20, I think, with all of that. Does that do anything with whatever we were rolling for tracking?
what do you have a skill? What was you trying to use, an ability or a skill? What was you trying to use?
Well, I have listen 2 times over. I have it as a class ability, and then I also have it as a race.
It's been fixed. All those are class abilities.
Okay.
That's been fixed.
Cool.
It's been like
You
a
got 2
typo for like
ears.
2 years.
It checks out.
Yeah.
One.
Right?
I only have it
Never thought
once,
about it.
so one of mine.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm deaf in my right ear. I got a 13, and it is a primary stat for my listen.
How about you? What did you get again, Odlin?
I got a 20, but it's not a prime for me.
Okay, that's all right. And Shell, was you doing anything or no?
I did it. That was my legend lore.
Oh, that's right. You were the one actually. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
I derailed us initially. Is what the DM's saying.
as you guys are going down through, you're hearing the normal cacophony of noises of birds and stuff. That normal stuff. It's all normal jungle stuff. When will stop for just a moment in his tracks. He'll kind of look over and look down, and he'll hold his finger up for a minute and just tell you for a second. He'll kind of walk up a little bit, look around. Now, Will, you've come across something that you had to roll to 1 to miss this. You do find some footprints coming onto the game trail from out of the jungle. And when you look in the jungle, you can tell that whoever was walking within the actual jungle was doing a pretty good job of hiding their tracks. So when they stepped out onto here, you can see them fine. And probably because it rained recently, so it's sort of muddy. But you also have to wonder if maybe if they did such a good job in the jungle hiding themselves, why is it so obvious out here on the trail? You know, that occurs to you, right? But you can see them walking off. They look to be humanoid. And you can tell that you think there's more than 2 of them, maybe 3. Not 100% sure because the roll wasn't that great, but you know there's at least a couple of them. They're humanoid, and they look like they are ahead of you.
It does say at 3rd level, I can also tell if they're wounded, exhausted, or carrying heavy objects, or wearing certain armor.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any.
Unfortunately, your 7 destroyed that. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. Okay. Yeah.
But I will tell you this much. I'll tell you much. You can tell that these tracks are older. It looks as if they were probably made a couple 3 days ago, not like an hour.
Oh. Hey, well, I got some good news. Looks like we're probably not alone in the forest. There's at least,
News?
somebody else here.
It's not necessarily good news, lad.
Well, I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of these jungles. Generally good to have friends around.
It's
And-
great to have friends around.
You know,
Any of those footprints match ours?
No, you can tell that the feet seem
Will
to be a
picks
little
up
longer.
his feet and looks at his shoe.
They're
No, I think they're a bit bigger than us, to be
I
honest.
feel Oddie is definitely wearing a slight heel at least.
Yeah.
It's definitely a 2-inch.
So I was waiting for someone to come up with a really good question. Josh is the first one to do that, so I will tell you about this now. These right here is something I use in all of my personal games. These are little challenge coins we made many years ago. I'm going to give you each of you 2 of these. All right. If something happens and you run out of them, and I will give you more for good role play, good ideals, whatever enhances the session. Right. These are good for a +3 on any roll, or a -3, your choice, whatever you need, or a +15 or -15%. All right. So you got 2 of these. Okay. So put those down on your character sheet. And when you want to use one, you have to let me know before you roll the die. So they're not quite like inspiration, not quite, but they average out mathematically. So before you roll, it'll be okay. I like to give them out, so please use them. Usually people forget. What is the next thing I want to tell you guys? Oh, and the other thing, all right, for critical hits, this is what we do about critical hits. I have a chart memorized in my brain. So all you have to do, if you guys get a natural 20, we're going to roll up a centile and we're going to ride the ride and see where it takes us, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But have a little fun. If you roll an 18 or 19, natural, okay? I will give you a 15% chance to upgrade that to a 20 for a crit. So you can even get close and maybe get a good critical if you roll it. All right. So another good reason to use those coins, because I like crits. I think crits are fun. The more imaginative, the better. All right. That being said, you guys determine by this great ideal that Kentucky asked and commented about. You notice that these feet are definitely longer than anybody in the party. They're definitely longer. Probably, yeah, not necessarily as girthy, like big, but just long. So the first thing that comes to mind is something animal-like, but there's not enough detail to know.
Are the stories of Longfoots in these woods?
Bigfoot family.
Longfoots.
The Longfoots. The Hairfoot.
Yeah.
I know the Hairfoot.
Yeah, damn it.
Oh, my worst
Always
enemy.
clowns.
No, there will not be no clowns in this game. I promise. I do not do clowns.
Wow, just the ones
Always
playing.
Clowns.
No clowns. All right. So you guys will travel on for probably a good 2 or 3 hours. The sun's starting to come down in the sky now. It's about 3 o'clock. Really hot, warm, and you guys up ahead. Will, you can see that the jungle's starting to part. It looks like a shape. You think there might be a building up ahead. There's still a little ways to go, but just by looking and squinting, yeah, you think there's some ruins up ahead.
Yeah, there's a real funny looking tree up ahead. Stands out a bit bigger than everything else, and the bark kind of looks like it's made of stone.
It might be a building, Will.
It may even be that tower that was mentioned that we're looking for. So
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I think you might be right. We should get over there.
Before you rush forwards, mate, maybe let Tucky go first, huh? Be a bit sneaky.
Great.
Maybe check it out first.
Thanks. No, I'll go. No, it's fine. It's a good point. All right.
Yeah, it's probably better to be quiet. We should try to be quiet.
Alrighty. Pick number 1.
So Josh,
the-
or I'm sorry, Kentucky.
The observatory picture?
No.
Oh.
Ruins.
Ruins. That one. A boop. That is what we're looking
So-
at, folks on the stream.
Yeah. So you will
Ooh.
leave the group and scout ahead, right?
I guess.
I'm assuming you're going to move silently, hide in shadows.
That
Maybe.
is
So
my
give me some
intent,
rolls.
yes.
All right. Give me some rolls.
It's a good one. So
Good.
15 on the dice, plus 3 from my level, 2 from my dex, and it is a primary stat. So 20, filthy 20 primary.
All right. Dirty 20 primary. And that's on which ability?
Dexterity.
Okay. I mean, which was you? Is that for hiding? Is that? Wait a minute.
I believe I
both,
was
can't you?
hiding. Yes. No, I was moving silently.
All right, give me a hide roll as well.
Hide as well.
I'm assuming
that is
you-
only a 15, but again, dexterity primary.
Okay. All right. All right. He fades into the jungle when you guys kind of hang out there and wait. Now, Kentucky, you creep ahead and you come up on these ruins. It looks like there was a tower here at some point in time, but it looks as if it has crumbled. Right. You can see a few apes sort of lurking around at near the stairs over there. There's kind of like a little family of apes. It looks like they're digging for whatever, doing ape things. Normal sounds. And
Can we hear some of the
up on
sounds that apes are
top-
making?
I'll put it in
Sure.
the Sirenscape.
Hey, Tom, look at this. Gee, Dad, that's cool. Anyway, so the tower goes up. As I said, it's collapsed, but there is one piece left. It looks like it doesn't have a door. There was probably a door on it at some point in time, but it's long gone. Some sort of what you got left is just what you see on the screen right there, right? Questions?
Can I hear anything within? We'll see.
Nothing out of the
I've
ordinary.
got eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, you looking. You don't hear anything out of the ordinary. Real quick, back to the group. How long will you guys wait if he doesn't
I
come
think
back?
we'd give him, 10, 15 minutes, I think. And then if he hasn't returned by then, go and check out.
I think before
Okay.
I left, I would have said something along the lines of, "I'm not back in 2 minutes. You come get me."
Okay.
Of course, Stucky, we wouldn't
'Cause
leave
I'm
you.
probably
Wouldn't leave you out there,
hurt.
lad.
Monkey
What's the
strong.
signal? What's the
All right.
signal if you need us? What's your signal?
If I need you, it'll be something along the lines of a panicked scream.
Give me a listen check, please.
Well,
Actually, give
For
me.
us to hear his panic scream.
Well.
oh, they're
no.
listening for me.
Not yet, though. Not yet. That would be some rough shit. What? Yeah, give me a listens check, and that's going to be based off wisdom, I think, right?
Yes.
Okay,
it's
so go ahead and give me that check.
14 Primary.
Total.
Yes.
And what is your bonus for listen?
A +1. Well, and my level.
Yeah, that's fine. The plus one's what I was going to do. So okay, so all right. So you're sitting there, you're creeping down the jungle, you're watching. You guys said about 15 minutes. 15 minutes comes by. Nothing from Kentucky.
I should probably follow him then. Damn it.
I think we should try to let's be kind of quiet about it though.
I'm not very quiet, lad. It's not my area of expertise.
Clank.
He's got breastplate on, doesn't he?
I'd like to move silently, like I don't know, like 60 feet ahead of the group, I guess.
I kind of picture Willow saying, "Okay, Shell, stay right here. Yell if anything happens. Come on," because the other two can go quietly, right?
Yeah,
But I get it.
I would
I
also
get
be moving silently at this point as well. In
So
my
maybe
little-
wait 5 minutes, Shell, and then just come up.
Maybe we Odie, you go over there, I'll go over here, and Shale, you just take your time, walk down the path, and if anything comes out, it's gonna kill you first,
Let's all
or bite you
split up.
first, or
I just
Let's-
I was about to
'cause
say.
splitting-
And this is
splitting
how
up
you
is
split the
best
party
way.
up 4 ways.
I don't think we should be splitting any more than what we have.
I wasn't
Like,
planning on going out of sight.
If
I'm just thinking if you're in the middle of the path and you can't really hide as good as us, then
Yeah,
at least you're a bit of
I-
bait. You're bait. I'm trying to suggest that you're bait.
I'm happy the water in
That's
front
not
is
a bad
bait,
plan.
lad. It's more just about making sure that you lot aren't going to get too far behind or too far ahead.
So we've
right.
essentially melted into the woods on either side of him as he's clanking
Right.
down the
Yeah,
path.
exactly.
Okay.
I should
All
roll
Now,
for
they-
stealth.
they-
Maybe
they can-
maybe I'll go okay.
You can if you're going to try and move really sneaky or whatever.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah,
I may as well give it a
Give me a
go.
dex check. Give me a dex check.
It's a 19. I've got +0.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame. All right.
Now I need Willow to roll a natural 1.
Yeah.
After all that shit, I got about
So you
being
s-
bait.
You
I did
start
roll a
creeping
7.
down the path, and you're not bad. You're not bad at all. You're like, oh, do this. but you can sense that they're probably moving through the trees a lot quicker than you obviously. You're really trying hard. You did really good. You guys will all arrive there. They'll probably get there just maybe a minute before you or two. But you're all moving really slow, really quiet. And when you come up on that ruin, here's what you see. Same picture as before, except there's no apes now. They seem to have left. But there is someone in their place. Standing up on these stairs are 3 individuals.
Where's Kentucky?
They're kind of looking around. You don't see Kentucky anywhere. They're looking around real intent like.
He's already dead.
Now, you two, Odlin and Willow, you guys are ahead of him a little bit, and you see them looking. They are actually trying to detect. You can tell they're looking hard for people. So you realize you might want to back up and tell Mr. Loud and Proud there just to wait a second, or not. But he's going to, if he shows up here, they're going to hear him and see him for sure. Corsair's Cove, could you please put the next pick 2 for me, so they have an idea of what's standing there on the stairs?
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Sneeple. Thank God.
Some sort of humanoids that look like they're
snake
serpents.
people. Yeah.
Snake people.
Sneeple.
Or the IRS, whichever. But yeah,
Okay, so
Those damn tax collectors.
Well, we know where Kentucky's gone. Kentucky, he's out of there. There's snake people.
Yeah.
Oh, they enjoyed him. He's gonna be great for dinner later.
all right.
So they look like, it looks like 2 of them are carrying bows and swords, and one other one doesn't have a bow, but his sword is longer and it's sort of wavy looking, and it looks like it's really serrated on the edges, very sharp. And they're looking.
So I suppose if we've had time to observe that, then Odlin's had time to sort of whisper to Will. Let's just say she did an elf to make it fancy, that she's doubling back to their noisy boy, and sort of. So if Will remains on watch from the tree line, so he's not visible to the snake people, Odlin doubles back and sort of appears next to Shale with...
Don't do that.
Sorry, darling. I forget how skittish you can be.
It's not skittish, it's survival.
Listen, we've come across what might be a bit of a problem.
Tucky, all right? Is he in trouble?
We don't know. He's not in sight, and it would seem that... Oh God, I hate that I'm going to say this. We have company. Explains that there are 3 snake-like beings with some nasty-looking weapons perched in the clearing. So
there's no way Tucky would have gone near them. He hates snakes.
True. But we don't know where he is, and at least we weren't able to see him. So really, the major issue at this point is if you make your way any further down the path, they will definitely hear you coming. Unless, I'm not much in terms of battles and adventures. That seems to be more your speed, but I don't know. Is it perhaps we could use that to our advantage if they think one person is coming?
I mean, if they think there's only one of us and the rest of us are able to spring a surprise, many stories of that working as a tactical advantage. Sorry, where's Will? Where's the elf?
Before you left, you would have, like, as you kind of said to go back, you would have just seen Will, like, paint mud on his cheeks and, like, grab a small bow from his back and crouch down.
Come back 2 minutes later.
Target
full
acquired.
ghillie suit.
Yeah. Improvised ghillie suit from, like, the foliage.
It bleeds.
Oh,
We can kill it.
Where's Will? Is he okay? What?
he's still watching he's watching them to make sure that they don't go anywhere. I suppose at
All
this
right.
point.
Did you want to? I mean, it's best probably if I don't just march down the pathway. Then, do you want to check with Will, make sure he's okay with his plan, and then if you lot are ready in the undergrowth to spring some sort of trap, if you give like a loud whistle, I'll just wander down the pathway singing at the top of my voice to try and attract their attention, give you a little bit of a chance to spring a trap.
You know what? Sounds like a plan. And then she disappears again into the.
Odlin. Don't you dick me on this. Come on, you better spring the bloody trap.
And of course she manages to make her way. You know, it's quite impressive that she's managing this in her little heels. I'm quite proud of her.
Maybe they're retractable. You can like lock them back for sneaking. Like heelys.
Oh my god.
Oh no,
Funny.
the convertible heel technology has not reached that stage at this point. So,
do we even have that? We should get on this, designers.
There's convertible heels. They're just very clunky and ugly. Sorry, convertible heel makers. You're not sponsoring or any of this, so I think
not
fine,
anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
Like a gnome.
Indeed.
You've poisoned that well forever.
Damn it.
Damn it.
It was such a crossover.
So
The intersection of RPG.
Odlin makes her way to Will, pops up beside him. Will, unlike Shale, Will is not startled because you can hear each other coming, and she's sort of whispers the plan of like perhaps using Shale as bait for the creatures, because if they hear one of us coming, they will perhaps only be expecting one, and we too can, I don't know, attack from the rear once they head up the path to investigate whoever's coming.
Oh, you'd like to spring a trap, you say?
And quietly yet also noisily, Will starts pulling a medium-sized animal trap out of his bag, which I imagine is probably like a bear trap.
Like
Just one of the items I have in my backpack, and it's just like,
We could set this down, pepper him with a few arrows.
a
And,
trap.
as long as Shale stays in the back and is big and loud.
Yeah. Well, so long as the trap catches them and not Shale, it could work. But he's expecting a whistle of some kind. Like I've never been good with whistles. Can you perhaps do some kind of bird call to summon him?
If our plan falls apart because no one can whistle.
That would be amazing, actually.
I only just heard it, microbiologist, but yes, that is exactly what Agent's doing.
It's Yogi for sure.
Got myself
Only
a
you
snake.
could prevent forest fires.
got a little bit of that going on for sure. A little bit Yogi Bear, a little bit like Bert and Ernie.
It was when you said the word
sneakle are
bear.
no longer welcome.
It's like, ooh, bear trap.
Bear
It's just like, it's just a picnic basket.
Yeah, a serrated picnic basket.
A serrated picnic basket.
He's sharp as the edge.
Oh God. All right. Well,
Would you like a? Would you like a swallow, a chickadee, or more of a kind of a parrot noise, or?
And Will just starts like naming different birds indigenous to the jungle. And
just-
is like
she
really
just-
excited for bird noises.
so
Oh, he's
she
like,
just puts her hand up and is like, "Well, dealer's choice." Just whistle.
God, geez, it's gonna be. Oh, I'll have to think about it for a moment.
As he starts setting open the
You
trap
could be
and
dying
like
right now.
trying to put it ahead of him in a way that he thinks like if the snake person charged towards them that they would be able to get caught in it.
Okay.
And I mean, I guess if we're ready, we'll...
Dookie, 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 dookie.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Arlen's just next to Will, like, we really need to work on our signals.
Yes.
We need to get an actual system in place for this.
Okay,
what?
so what's the plan at this point?
As the bird calls go out, Shale's gonna start singing at the top of his voice. Come guess me this riddle. What's clearer than Chris? And start marching down the pathway as loud as you
Okay.
can.
And did you end up going with the trap?
Yeah, I put the trap. I said it like
Make
kind of
sure.
in front of us somewhere. That
I got lost with all the bird sounds. I'll be honest with you, so I kind of took it off with these.
there's just
A little
I'm
bit.
very good at them in real life. You can clearly tell.
Yeah, in fact, I was shocked actually. I was going to tell Josh we ought to get you up to do some sound effects.
I was
Anyway, I'm
transported.
Just joking. All right, so y'all do all this crazy stuff. Now, the three on the stairs, two with bows drawn, one with this wicked-looking sword. They turn their heads, of course, and they all kind of look in the direction of the singer, of course. And they start coming down the stairs to the bottom. They kind of stand, and one in front just kind of puts his arms out like that for a minute. They move over to the right, one to the right, one to the left of the entrance of the stairs going up. They sort of pull their bow back, sort of in the direction where they hear the sound. He's not looking that direction. He's looking elsewhere. And he's saying something, but you can't hear it because he's whispering or whatever, talking to them. He's looking very close. His tongue's just coming out. Looking, Meanwhile, Shell shows up, doing his thing. And Shell, when you come around to where you can see them and you actually see these creatures now, what do you do at the moment you see them?
So as soon as I'm within line of sight, I've got my warhammer out. I'm using it to sort of help, almost like
It's about 60 feet away, is what it is.
Perfect. Okay, that's ideal.
Stairs.
That's perfect. Okay. Yeah, as I'm almost highlighting the music and the performance with a bit of like motion in the arms. I've got the warhammer out and about as if I'm using it to almost like accompany myself as I sing in my deep bass. As soon as I see them, I end on a flourish and look towards me. Hello, gentlemen. Let's give him a wave.
All right, let's go to initiative. They attack. Okay. So they look at you and they just come at you. Yeah, no, there's no argument. You did well. Will, I think it was fine to try, but these guys are hangry. You understand? They're hangry. They're not hungry. They're hangry. And
we all know roasted dwarf is the
someone's ordered night. So yeah. Well, they don't see him. All they see is you. You're the sweetest of meats right now.
That's what I'm saying. Roasted dwarf, sweetest of meats.
Oh, I thought you said Will. I was like,
roasted Will, specifically Will, is the sweetest of meats.
All right, so we're gonna go around in a circle. We're gonna start with we'll start with Shell first. Shell, what are you gonna do when you see these guys coming toward you? They're pulling back bows to fire. You see him; he's coming. So you can tell they're coming at you. Right?
Yeah, I'll be going in for a combat then.
So melee?
I'll be going for melee. For the one who's coming at me with the long sword, I'll be going in with the warhammer.
All right. Will, you're hidden in the bush and you see what's happening here. What would you like to do?
I'd like to do a ranged and kind of signal to Odie, like, let's take out one of the archers.
Okay. So Odie, what do you want to do? Is it Odie or Oddies? Just so I know.
I think
who wears custom heels in the jungle is dangerous. I'm not going to fight with you about it.
We'll go with Oddie for that.
Odie.
All right.
Oddie. What is it? I suppose this would be the point where she pulls out her little hand. And crossbow. And which one was selected, Will? Were we going for the left or the right?
Let's go left.
Okay. How far away is it?
If I'm 60 feet away, that'd only be like 40 or 30. Right?
Excellent question. Yeah, so you're 60 feet away from the main guy, but they're back at the stairs. So they're going to be 60 foot from you guys.
That's out of range.
You see are you looking at the cheat sheet there? How it works? Lower left-hand corner will show you the ranges. So you can fire beyond the normal range. There's just a penalty, right?
Oh, yes.
So if you're firing 2 times your range, it's -2.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the range is on hand crossbow is off the top of my head. It's probably obviously not a longbow. So.
I think it's like 30 or something.
30.
Yeah,
it's 3 times the range.
Yeah, it's 30 feet. So
you would do a -2 then, right?
yeah.
I think. Okay.
Not too bad.
All right. We
Could be
good?
worse.
So we're gonna roll for initiative, and we're gonna lead this off
D12.
with
Did you say
Shale.
for initiative, Chuck?
D12 because it never gets eaten
12.
up.
Yeah, it doesn't get used, the D12.
Chuck, am
That's
I
not-
dead
no,
or
that's-
am I just not here?
Yeah.
You're close. You'll be
Okay,
in a few moments. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing
now
now?
you're-
You've
right
been...
now
I
you're
wanna
a
be
plot-
rude,
right now you're-
but, like.
You're a plot hook. You'll get a beer if you need to. Not a
Fair
problem.
enough, fair enough. I was
You're
like,
with
when
the
do I
apes,
get to
mate.
emerge awesomely from the underbrush and slit someone's throat?
Well, it's going to be kind of like that.
I love it. Leave it in your
No,
hands.
except you're going to
Right.
emerge from the underbrush and then they're going to slit your throat, is what Chuck's saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I do want to ask you one thing real quick out of game. Is Kentucky known for his love of ale and beers, or no?
I don't think he's much of a drinker.
Okay.
might
Well,
be- he
I
maybe has
I
the
discovered he didn't
occasional
like
whiskey.
snakes. Right. So
It's more the
he
source
likes
material
whiskey?
doesn't like
He likes.
Yeah, I think he's a bourbon man, actually, come to think of it.
I really like to meet him someday. All right, so we're gonna roll for initiative. You're up, Shell.
Initiative was 6.
I got an 8, so I'll go first. And they don't see Will. They don't see Yachty. They do see Shell.
Oh dear.
So we're gonna have 3 attacks go off here at the same time.
That's all right. This is what I'm
Snake
for.
Guy comes
as a
up with
bard.
his sword. He's swinging at you, right? Yeah, right. Exactly. There we
Frontliner.
go. All right, so he comes up, and I am off to a rousing start here at this one.
That's not good for us.
Not good for me. All right, he comes up. He says something in a language you don't understand, and that sword he comes swinging right at you, and he just kind of slips and falls on the ground.
Oh.
He manages to kind of roll away and get up as you're coming at him. So you're gonna get a plus. I'm gonna give you a +2 to hit on your roll against him. He's not fully prone, but he's down, right? When it gets to be your turn, but he goes down. Now the 2 arrows, a little different story for them. One whizzes by your head, but another one does hit you. And I need you to give me a con save, please.
Can do.
And these arrows.
That is it's cocked. Sorry. That is
This
a 17 total, non-primary.
Dropping dice everywhere here. What'd you get?
17
Sorry.
total, non-primary.
Non-prime 17. Okay.
And if
You're
this is
gonna
poison,
take-
sorry, is it poison? Because I'm resistant. Actually, I should add a
Yes.
+2 to that.
It-
So then that's a 19 non-primary.
Okay, 19.
+2 saves
And
versus
you
poison.
take 1 point of damage, all right? Which I will mark off right now. And Will, Audie, we're gonna go to the bottom of the round, and we're gonna go with range attacks first. You guys, I'm gonna tell you right now what's happening because I like to do things sort of in the flow. A round is 10 seconds, so I don't try to do it left and right. It's more of a gray. So as you are getting ready to fire your weapons, I will tell you this much: you will see Shell, kind of. What weapon are you using again, Shell?
Warhammer.
You guys Warhammer up, and you see him almost his eyes rolling back in his head as he starts to collapse. You can still go through with your attacks, or you can change your action. I'm just giving you that option because as you're getting ready to fire, you see him going down. So what would you like to do? Just continue with your attacks? Yes or no? There's no right, wrong answers. I just give you the opportunity to change if you like to, since it's going to be very obvious that something's happened.
I think
You
so.
think you
Yeah.
got killed.
I feel like I would know. I don't know. As an elf and a ranger, I would expect poison in a weird way.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I mean, these guys are living in the jungle. It wouldn't be far-fetched thought. You know what I mean? There's probably some good frogs around here somewhere, right?
I'm still seeing as like the archers to be the dangerous ones in this situation. So
Well, especially because the sword fighter
we
just
got two
fell
people
over.
to rescue.
Yeah. Josh and
So
I
you
just
can-
thinking the
you
same
can-
at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys can whatever you want to do. You can either take your attacks or change your action.
I think it would still be an attack because, like you say, it's now kind of doubly
More
urgent
important.
to take out those archers. But yeah, so I guess I'm still going.
You don't
with
know
the
whether
attack.
you don't know if he's dead or alive, and they don't know you're there. So that's all I was pointing out. So that's all. All right. So if you're going to attack, take your attack.
Do I still get my
those
attack, Chuck, or am I out?
You will get. You'll get a swing. Let's go ahead and take your attack too. I'm sorry.
Actually, is it too late?
Oh, actually, you're melee. You'll go after. That's what I knew I was doing.
Wait,
What?
is it too late to change, or have I locked in
No.
attack?
No. That's why I gave you the opportunity. Normally, I won't do that, but if it's something where I feel like you might, if it's just going to be the two of you versus them, you might want to change your plans. That's all I was thinking.
Okay.
You're not. You guys are not dumb. You know what I mean? It's like,
They haven't seen.
Well, I don't know about
us.
that, but
well, that's fair. You, actually, I forgot about you. Yeah, it may not matter.
Okay, I think that Adi is gonna hide and wait and see what happens when
Okay.
Will attacks.
Day, you liar.
I fired my bow. Do you want to know what I rolled?
Oh, no.
Please tell me it was a
Oh,
20.
well.
It was a 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
Amazing.
all right.
just shoot Oddie in
Roll
the
me-
back of the head.
Roll me a percentile.
Oh no.
I'll tell you how it works with crits too, with ranged into melee in this game, or at least at my table. You basically roll, and if it's a 1, you miss, of course, obviously. But if you miss and it's 2 through 5, then there is a chance you might hit somebody. A 1 is a critical miss, so they're really going to roll on the table regardless, which is what he's about to do. What'd you roll?
39.
39. All right. Your shot's so bad that they don't even notice it.
That's not bad though. That's fine.
That's great.
Well, true, but he's maybe not going to be happy about it. But yeah, because when you go to shoot, you actually pull back and you make the stupidest mistake. You hit a tree. Oh, and it jars your arm as you just kind of fire and it goes off. The bad news is they may hear you exclaim since you rolled a 1. All right.
oh shoot.
Come on, Chuck.
Will's using this
All right.
tiny little short bow as well. Like that's short for a human,
like a
but on him
child's.
is like,
Right.
yeah, it almost looks like a toy.
That's
Oh my
fantastic.
God. Well, I'm retiring the first 20 of the game. That sucks. So they don't hear you.
Oh,
So you miss, and they proceed. And they walk over to Shale, and they kind of stand around him. And the one with the sword says something, and one of the other ones puts his bow on and picks Shale up, throws him over his
oh,
shoulder.
am I unconscious?
Oh yeah, you're completely gone now. Oh wait, I forgot you got your attack coming though. I apologize. Go ahead and swing as you go down.
I'm just gonna bring the warhammer down on the one on the ground. Absolutely fucking.
You
Let's
might.
go.
Yeah,
And you said I
do
had
it.
+2 to this,
Yep.
so that's
Hey, that sure
15.
To hit.
Absolutely.
Roll me some
Absolutely
damage. As you
not
catch
okay
him
with
right
these
across the
people.
arm. You come right across his arm.
2 + 4 is 6 damage.
You know what? That's such a good hit that when you hit him, it actually, remember I told you he missed, right? Completely. You catch his arm right here. He actually loses his weapon for a minute. It hurt. You really bash him. And then you're like going to say something really cool and then you pass out.
Collapse.
I look
And-
back towards the jungle where the elves haven't emerged. The last thing I say is, "I never trust an elf." And then it's like,
Well, you're laying there and you just pass out. You're like, oh, whatever. You guys see him go over and the one picks his sword up. He's standing over him. For just a minute, he raises his weapon up. He's trembling because you can tell he got a pretty good knock on his arm right here. It's swollen up. It's cut open a little bit and bruised, and he's kind of looking at it. And anyway, he tells him they pick him up, throw him over his shoulder, and they start walking towards that ruin. And they go toward the stairs, up the stairs, for just a moment, looking around. It's almost as if they're using the stairs as sort of a height thing, right? But then they come back down the stairs and they go around to the left and behind the ruin, dragging or carrying him along with them.
Should we follow him? I don't want Shale to get eaten.
Yeah. So at this point, yeah, Oddie's like, yeah, let's go, follow. So at this point, are we both moving silently? I think I can move and hide at the same time, or is that the next level up?
I think it may be 5th. It could be 3rd.
Ah, damn it.
Irregardless, it's fine. It's fine. Just both of you give me dex checks. Add your level to it.
Josh,
Yeah,
the Dead Club
Will-
isn't as fun
And
as
your
I thought.
and your
it would be.
dex
Yes.
and the dex bonus if you've got it. What's that? What did you
It's
say?
like, I thought I
Nothing,
did
Chuck.
quite well, but I think I may have been shot without noticing, and
So,
They just dumped me on top of you. Oh,
Yeah.
Ducky, hello.
So
I reckon we're going to wake up attached to poles over a fire next to each other. Hopefully a large red metal man will come in and convince them he's a wizard.
so what is it? I rolled a 19, so I think
Okay,
the modifier
Okay.
is +3, and
it's 22, and then you level. 25.
Smelling
Yeah.
like bacon.
How about
and-
you?
I got 21 total.
Excellent. You guys are kicking
I just want
ass.
to say
That's great.
I pick up the trap before I go and go.
Oh, we might need this later. Don't
Good
want to leave
idea.
this picnic basket.
Okay.
Your sharpened picnic basket.
All right. Can everybody give me a raw 20, please?
Raw 20. And thank you very much for the raid as well. Who was it? It was Orc Skull. Thank you very
Skull.
much for coming along, bloody champion.
Awesome.
Thanks very much. Yeah, we are
They've come
having a
for our
charity
cheese.
drive. They have come for our cheese. Well, we've got poison and a human who smells like bacon apparently. And we are
The
doing
cheese.
a charity drive. So if you have any spare pennies in your digital wallet, consider dropping them over at the link what I am putting up in chat. We have loads of fantastic donations to give away. Loads of fantastic things from our sponsors to give away, rather. Like nearly $900 worth of prizes we worked out. And every $5 that you donate puts you in the draw to win. And I can see a couple of people have, because we have topped 50%. You bloody legends, guys. Thank you so
That's
much.
awesome.
We also have
You're all bloody legends.
Absolutely. And we also have a door prize as well, donated by the lovely Troll Games. So type !ticket in chat at the very least. Obscenities, thank you so much. Good on you, mate. Not often I get to say that exact phrase. Sorry, Chuck, carry on.
Oh no, you're good. What was everybody's raw 20? Starting with Josh.
16.
And how about you, Shell?
12.
Okay. And Will.
7.
E.
And I like those low numbers. And then Audie.
I got a 13.
Are we
Those are pretty
rolling
good rolls.
their dice?
I'll tell you after the stream.
Great.
Every time we've done one of these,
I love mystery rolls.
Buddy, you've rolled exactly one higher than me every single time we've done this.
Oh, really?
So far, yeah.
Well, Josh rolled an 8. Now he's rolled a 16. He's improved. He's doubled.
This is
Proud
bad.
of him. All right. So you guys
32
will,
for the next one.
I guess, what are you guys going to do? Just try to sneak around and follow me as you go around, you're hiding, doing your thing. You guys are
Yeah.
moving pretty quiet in the jungle.
Being very
Out.
sneaky.
Out on that back side of it there that you couldn't see, apparently appears to be, they have built some sort of a camp. All right. And it's just the three of them still. You can see Will as they take him, or not Will, Shell, they take him and they lay him down on the ground next to, guess who?
Ducky.
Your missing scout. And they're both just kind of laying, they actually just kind of lay him on top of Shell, actually. Shell's actually laying on top of Kentucky. Well, you're passed out, so you don't know. You're thinking about college and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, you guys will see them, and eventually the important looking one, or the leader or whatever, he will go over and they will actually, looks like they're cooking something over the fire to eat. It looks like they're fixing some sort of a drink or something. One of them walks over behind the lean-to and comes back out, and they've got like what looks to be a haunch of, looks like boar. And they take it and they literally just start eating off of it while they're drinking whatever they boiled over the fire, some kind of drink. And they're just kind of having their evening dinner as the sun is now finally set. It's starting to get darkish now, I guess dusk, right? And they're fixing their dinner and stuff, whatnot. You two are just kind of standing there looking at each other.
Yeah,
What would you want to do at this time?
You don't have any poison by any chance, do you?
I'm literally looking at my supplies right now. See if I
It's
have
like,
No, unfortunately not.
Does anybody have nature lore?
I
Or wilderness
do.
lore? I think he does.
I feel like, I mean, I have like survival.
Survival works. So if you were if you wanted to do this, I would probably allow you to use a survival roll to see if you could find something on there that might be poisonous, if you wanted.
Yeah, like in the immediate.
You got to know
vicinity,
what's
sure.
good to eat and what's bad to eat. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Kentucky
real
socks
simple.
would probably be the most noxious substance you could find.
How dare
within
you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. That Kentucky does.
Currently
okay, some rough
stacked
stuff.
head to ass and right
Um,
next to your feet. They're
Just
disgusting.
really worried that they're gonna fry me with some chicken.
Oh,
So give me a
bit of
survival.
garlic.
Ooh, I hadn't thought about that. Survival roll for me, if you would, please, Willow.
it is a 12
And-
on a primary.
12 on a primary. Okay. And we're going to roll a percentile. Let's just see what's hanging
I
around
guess
here.
I'm
in the
looking
jungle.
for like mushrooms. Probably would
You
be the
find-
obvious thing.
You do find something here. You do find some roots from a plant. They're called Garnica roots. Garnica, Garnica roots. These roots can be boiled, and it will create a sort of a paste, right? Substance. So you boil them down and make a paste out of it, and you can apply it to whatever, and it will cause numbness in joints. So what it basically does is if you use it on someone, it's going to slow them down. They're going to lose their mobility in their hands and their arms, their feet, legs. Even they
If
can't
they
even talk right.
If they boiled it and drank it, would it work?
I mean, yeah, it may work. I mean, normally you use it as a paste, but sure, if you wanted to just boil it down and distill it down into pure liquid form, you could sure try it and see what happens. You've never done that before. You're not sure what would happen.
I mean, I think if we slip this in their pot there, we might be able to get a little advantage on them, poison whatever they're drinking.
Okay, but that will probably require a distraction of some kind to allow us to get close enough to put something in there. So how do you suppose we go about that? Why is
If
she
you've
even
got
asking
a
him?
really clanky dwarf to walk down
Singing at the top of his lungs.
I reckon that would work really good.
Or you could find one of those that around here. It's
If only
fantastic.
you had one.
Mm.
If only.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of all sitting around like where that pot in the campfire is. There's not a lot of like movement.
No, that's not actually true. I mean, they were eating there pretty quickly, but as you guys look over, you'll notice that one of them will eat much faster than the others. And then he'll kind of stand up and kind of walk away from the lean-to and kind of walk. So the lean-to, so basically if you're looking straight at that ruin from where you were, lean-to is over to the left. He'll kind of walk around behind, sort of almost to the middle, but on the other side, if you will. And just kind of take sort of a stance like he's on guard. The other one, the leader type, will continue to eat a little bit, but he's reading some sort of a scroll or something, or looking at something, you can't tell. The other ones just went and laid down. So for whatever, so it looks like they're actually going on to watch right now. The pot's still going, and the longer you watch, occasionally one of them will maybe walk over and get a little refill of the drink and drink it, maybe grab some of the left pork, eat some of it, and then they'll go back to what they're doing. They're just kind of casually hanging out. They're not even talking to each other, which tells you that they are not they're not friends, which means they're probably here for a reason.
One of them's committed a
Versus
social
just-
faux pas, and it's just really awkward now.
It could be that too, perhaps. Perhaps.
It's just they took my boots off and none of them could stand
Yeah.
up and open their mouths.
They daren't breathe in
Yeah.
to speak.
What the? So, yeah. So you've got the guy on watch. And the longer you wait, are you going to continue to wait and observe or not? I'm not
I
trying to
think
rush you or whatever, but I just
yeah,
need to. I don't know how far along in the story I need to go.
I look with the brutes in one hand and kind of the trap in the other, and go,
Well, there's one of two ways we can do it. We can either So 1 against 1 here, where we can try to sneak them all out.
It went so well last time. Let's do it again.
I'm
Maybe
thinking. Give
Odie
me a
does
second.
something this time rather than just watching me get taken out.
Listen, there was strategy to that.
I love the idea of like this plan. I'd be like, yeah, I'll save you, it's all good, it's all good. And then like as the arrow goes in, she's just watching like, yeah, that's right, fucking go down, dwarf.
In fairness to her, it proved to be useful, although because they didn't notice either of the two ambushes.
Listen,
and Jail was gone at that point, but
she was observing
Yeah.
for strategy purposes.
I've
Okay.
studied their moves, and now I am
Librarian.
prepared to take them the fuck out.
like a good
Ah.
librarian.
Like exactly, she's gathering knowledge.
It's time to silence you in my library.
I'm trying to see if she has anything bloody useful here.
Your
Think
19
about it.
dexterity might come in handy. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think you're muted, Chuck.
I am. Not like we've ever done that before, any of us streaming. Never, ever in a million years.
I am
Yeah.
almost the
I
reverse.
was going to say,
I'm
oh, really?
often loud when I'm not intending to. I was like, we're muted, right? Yeah,
like,
fuck that guy.
did you hear
Oh,
that? Oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, so her 19 dexterity, obviously, probably all she needs.
The greatest boon one could have, really. It's a super high stat.
it is.
I don't know if I want to do the stupid thing. Okay.
What, like walking down a pathway singing at the top of your voice? Come on, let's do it. Let's go.
He's really gonna have to let go of that at some point if he lives. We're all dying. It's
I'm
fine.
like, he's unconscious. He's-
No, but we're all dying anyway, or slowly
That-
turning into zombies or whatever
that
the thing
might
is.
be
It's
why
fine.
we haven't
Fine.
been
True.
eaten.
Yeah, true.
In relation to the the pot, good. Would you say that like it's possible for us to be slightly above it or get the high ground, or is it just directly in front of us and in the bushes?
No, there is that lean-to, and it's sitting in front of it, but kind of under it in case it rains. So you could obviously you could try to climb up on there. What race are you again? You're half elf, right?
Half elf, yeah.
Yeah, so you're not like a big, clunky kind of guy. You could probably. I mean, the lean-to looks pretty solid. You could probably climb up the back of it, surely, and get over top of the pot.
Okay. And climbing is dex for me. Okay. So if
Yeah, pretty much for you, everything is dex, pretty much.
everything is dex. All right. So
I think with my dexterity.
if all
Therefore I
else,
am. No.
so she just tells what is it? Our Yogi Bear who's standing there holding his traps and his
True.
poison, looking very
Yogi Bear.
looking very confused.
That's some funny shit.
Will is absolutely wearing a white collar with a green little necktie now. On top of the red check lumberjack jacket.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The leather armor is weirdly furry.
Alrighty. So she's like, how about this? Proposes a plan. She's like, I can see if I can position myself above their stew pot by climbing up that lean-to and see if we can what is it? Basically just chuck your poison roots into the pot without them
Oh,
noticing.
here you go.
If they get me to, just try to rescue us or don't. I don't know.
Or
what's gonna
give up
happen.
and go watch a movie or something. It's like,
You know.
save yourself.
Live here and
we're-
protect this forest like your new home.
again, we're
right.
all dying.
Get
So
the
We're not gonna
ranger.
get you. You gotta believe in yourself. You know, we're ready for anything. We're the ones who've survived so far.
right,
All right, Dottie.
that's the spirit. Okay, so
Give me a climbing check then.
I'm gonna set a trap around one side of the tent and then just be with my axe on the other in case this blows up.
Give me
Is
a
my-
trap,
is-
trap roll too.
Sorry, is climb just is that still the D20 or what am I?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Well, in the
that's
old
not-
days, it was percent.
It's not great, but so what is it? It's 10 plus 3 plus there's something else plus my
Your level.
level, so it's 16 all up.
That's a
I think.
primary.
And you can.
And it's a prime.
It is a primary, and you do have a +3 that you could add to it.
Sure, let's add that onto it as well.
One of your little coins.
Okay,
You have to
so
do
now
that
I have.
before the roll, though, don't you?
Okay, I
Right?
haven't done it. Okay,
Oh, that's true.
so I can't do that. So
Well,
it's
we can retcon that. We're retcon it. This is her first time.
I forgot
Okay.
it before the roll. Yeah.
First time's
No,
always
it's okay.
free, right, Chuck?
We forgive you, Josh, but you need to be on top of these things.
Okay, so with spending one of my
Just sitting here
coins,
not
that
doing anything
makes
for so
it
long.
that makes it a 19.
19.
Is that prime? That should be
Prime.
Yeah, dexterity. Okay. 19. What'd you roll on the die out of cross?
I rolled a 10, and then I had
A lot.
added
good.
other
Plus
things.
9.
All right, she
10
starts
plus 9.
crawling up the back side of that canopy. Now you're going to try and set a trap, you said?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 3, which comes out to 10.
So
So,
Will's
Owen, we
Will's
may
joining
be
us in the
dying.
pile.
Listen, man,
What kind of
my
trap?
dice are cursed in every game I play.
What kind of trap? We
The
snare.
bear trap.
Bear
Yeah,
trap.
it's like a
Sorry.
metal,
All right.
a metal bear trap.
All right, then. Fair enough. So, and I'm assuming you're going to do it on this side of the lean-to instead of going all around the other side, right? I'm assuming. I don't know. So,
Yeah, I wanted to trap one side and kind of just like watch the other.
okay, so here's what I'm hearing or seeing in my head. Okay, on the other side of this ruins is this lean-to that's been built out, kind of keep a little bit of cover, right? The leader seems to be sitting underneath it, but way back, looking at something occupied. One of them's laid down underneath it asleep. One's over here on the right, farther along. He's just kind of looking around and watch whatever, right? Now, you two have creeped in behind it. Willow has creeped back and laid a bear trap on that side. So on the left-hand side, again, if you're facing, looking at all of it, right? Then he's going to creep around to the other side and just wait, kind of cover this side of the deal in case they try to go that way, right? Meanwhile, Audie has begun to carefully
Make the
climb
way.
up the lean-to. Right, trying to get her way up there. Now, Audie, when you get to the top, seems like you do a good job. No one's noticed you. You're very quiet. You get up there and you just want to pour that liquid, or you want to drop those roots there and let them boil down in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you drop them down in there and they kind of float, and you can immediately tell that whatever they're drinking is hot, almost like a hot tea. And when you pull those roots out and you drop them, the first thing you think of is, God, those things stink. They stink to high heavens. You had no idea they stunk that bad until he handed them to you. And you first thought
Snakes
it was really
don't have
the
noses.
ranger. Yeah, so
Famous
No, they don't have
sense
noses.
of
Are you trying to say snakes don't have a good sense of smell?
yeah,
You're trying
is
to
that what you're
tell
trying to say? They smell the
Three
tongue,
Australians,
right?
But
Yeah, you try and confuse us to that. I'm Australian too, but in heart. Anyway, so I do want to go over there one of these days. Monster Isle is what I call it. Anyway,
A lovely part of the world.
yes, I know, beautiful. So you guys, all this kind of takes place at the same time.
How
Audie,
close
as soon
to
as you
this-
drop
the
those,
fire are we? Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
now you guys are, so basically here's how, so you're right now, you're kind of near it. So we've got bear trap, lean-to. Inside the lean-to, we've got the two sleepy heads, right? Next to them,
Implying that there was some
Uh,
consent or choice here.
I
there's-
resemble that.
actually, there's
remark.
probably,
I'm just picturing them spooning each other at this
Yeah,
point.
for
right,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
69.
they're underneath, they're to the left, underneath the lean-to, being protected. I forgot about them. So the other snake guy is out, actually laying out in the stars asleep over. He's kind of between the guard and the leader, who is still under the company. He's farther back underneath the lean-to than you two guys. You guys are just on the edge. They just threw Will on top of Kentucky. So Kentucky, Will's on top of you somewhere, just kind of laying on you, wherever.
Worse,
You can pick
Shale's on
whatever-
top of
whatever
it.
you
She's a
choose-
bit
Whatever
heavier.
choice you like.
Shale's a bit heavier than Will.
Yeah, a little bit.
We'll probably be a bit thirsty when
you-
we wake up, Kentucky. Do you want to have some tea when we awaken?
Man, I'm thirsty. Can I have some of this? Thanks, Snake Dude. So Audie climbs back down, quite hurriedly, like she's terrified this thing's going to collapse, right? She sees Will. He's already over on the left. Now, Audie, when you climb back down, he's on the other side of this lean-to, kind of watching that area. And I'm sure you knew the plan about the trap over here. So what do you want to be in on? Do you want to go over near to him, or back over here, or follow on around, or what do you want to do?
I suppose. The two fellas, they're still like out cold, right? Like what's the whole
Oh yeah.
time
In
on
fact,
this?
I was gonna tell you guys about this part. You're gonna hear this noise just starts emanating, and all three of the serpent men start looking around. You two know that Kentucky has now entered the snoring stage of his normal nightly sleeping, and he is snoring up a whole party over there.
Put this nice warm
This
blanket
serpent men have
of a
not-
dwarf on me.
Exactly. And serpent men, they don't typically snore because they can't smell, because evidently they don't have noses, according to some people in this group. We won't point out. But anyway,
We
They're,
don't have
they
snakes
start
here.
looking
I don't know how
around.
they work.
and they finally
Snakes not
realize-
only have an exceptional sense of smell, they can taste molecules in the air for like an extra level of
But
like
can
scent.
Snake
God, your
people,
country's
this
awful.
Is the real truth.
this is why I brought serpent men in, because I knew we'd have an expert here playing tonight. So, all right. So
Just
So
Australians.
the leader gets up. The one that's sleeping doesn't seem to be affected by it. The one that's guarding, he kind of turns and looks, but the leader's just like, he gets up, he walks over to you, and he just puts his hand over your mouth, right? And you immediately start to suffocate. And he holds it there for a good bit. But you're not going to suffocate. He'll let you go eventually. He's just basically made a point of telling your body to stop what it was doing. And it does. Because it's trying to gasp for air. And then he goes back over, and you're going to see him go back to where his bunk is, or whatever, his sleeping bag or whatever he's got laid on the ground there. And he's actually going to lay down and actually try to get some sleep and go to sleep. But he will go over and get some of that drink and take a good sip of it and kind of sit there for a minute looking around, and he'll walk over and finish it, hang the cup there, and go back to where he's at and lay down.
Excellent.
And now,
Just
where
for-
do you want to be positioned at, Audie?
Before I decide, just for anyone with a partner who snores, holding your hand over their face until they stop snoring
Does
is not
not work.
medical
Do not do
advice
that.
and is very
No.
ill-advised. Don't
And
do
Very-
that. Don't do
And when
that.
someone's unconscious, the body doesn't know that covering the mouth means you need it to stop snoring. That's not what
That's
happens.
right.
Like 90% of the science we do here is bad science. Don't do it. Okay?
This is
Out of
fantasy.
curiosity, that doesn't wake me up by any chance, does it? Like when someone tries to suffocate you?
Nah.
Because
No,
you're not
okay,
naturally
no.
asleep.
Yeah.
No.
Being
No.
put to sleep by a
No, you've
soporific.
been drugged. Okay. So we have one on guard and two trying to sleep. One that's possibly drugged.
Mhm.
Fucking hell.
I think it's time for the apocalypse now. Approach from the bushes, from behind.
Yeah.
So
I think.
One's asleep, one's drugged, and yeah, kill the other. Do it.
All right.
You hear the ghosts.
Do it!
Two companions, devils on your shoulder. Others like,
Take-
do it.
Take them out.
Snake. Snake, this is your new mission.
Okay.
Just solid snake
Snake.
these snakes. Yeah, solid snake these snakes.
All right,
This guy,
So
I guess, question. This guy in the lean-to, he's like sitting on some sort of chair or around a table. Is
He's
he
laid down now. He's actually
they
laid
both-
down.
they're both
Oh, he's
laid
fully
down.
laid down. Oh, yeah.
He's sleeping.
No, I am. So I kind of look over at Audie and go like,
You make the signal with your Rambo paint still on your face.
yeah, oh,
Um,
absolutely.
Yeah. Alrighty. So Is it we head for one? Where are they positioned? Which one's closer to the opening and which one's
2 in the
further
camp.
in?
One's under the overhang. The leader's under the overhang on his own little bedroll. One of them's just in front, right,
Mhm.
Chuck? And then the
Right,
scouts
right on
the
the edge of the
stars.
jungle. He's in between the guard and the leader. He's kind of on the edge of the jungle. He had to give up his spot for you two guys. Yeah. And then the guard, who's the farthest away. He's probably the guard's probably 40 feet away.
And the guy under the stars is the one we drugged.
No, the guy under the stars.
Under the
was-
lean-to. It's the drug.
under the
under
leader.
the
The
leader is the
leader's
drug.
been
Oh,
drugged.
okay.
Because that's the leader, the one with the big sword. Who's
Okay.
now got a broken arm and is now drugged.
Okay. So
I'm not having a good night.
Fuck this
Yeah.
guy.
Crying out for
He attacked an unarmed
knife
singing
in the
dwarf.
jugular.
okay.
Exactly.
So
I was armed, but
just in Oddie's mind, it's probably better to take out the ones that aren't drugged first. So, why do they always have to be just out of range? She just wants to shoot somebody and do it efficiently.
Well, you can
Okay.
move and still shoot. You can move up to 15 foot, still shoot.
Okay. So
You can take your movement action before, during, and after. I don't care. I don't
Okay.
really deal with movement.
I'm happy to go for the sleeping guy if you
Cool.
want to go for the guard.
Can I move into position? The guard has his back to us, right?
Yeah. You just have to
Okay.
roll the good rolls for me. Just need the good rolls.
All right.
Both of you give me some stealth rolls. I need a. You know what? Let's solve that problem with her. Let me just look this up real fast. I can't remember. I usually, to be honest with you, it's bad on me. I should probably know this rule, but I house rule so much stuff anymore. And that's the problem with our game. It's not a problem. Our game is designed to be house rules. It's not. It's pretty fast and loose.
feature. Chuck,
Road.
feature.
Yes.
Feature. That's right. That is good feature too. God knows I love it. Let's see. Okay, so for you, for both of you, those that want to know, where it is, here it is. Level 3 can move silently while hidden, with a -5 penalty to both checks. I don't really do the -5 penalty. At 3rd level, I'll let you do it as one because I get tired of it. So give me one roll.
Okay. Let's see.
Actual 20. I can feel it coming.
I could, I know.
Save
Not
that.
quite. It's
it's for agent though.
I got a natural 20.
Hey,
I
all
can always
right.
feel, I can always feel the
Hey!
natural 20s coming.
Okay.
I can always feel them.
I got a 14. So
Perfectly serviceable.
14 plus.
what is it? 14 plus 6, so dirty 20.
Okay,
And it's your
30, 20.
primary.
All right. And that's a primary too. So yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you will creep around and you will get in behind the dude who's on guard. He does not hear you.
Cool beans.
So you're going to probably attack him or do something that's going to bring us into fighting, into combat, right?
Yes.
Willow, you rolled a natural 20, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And that was to sneak up on the guy who was on the ground asleep.
Yeah. I want to
Yeah, he's
literally
he definitely-
cut the head off a snake.
Sarah.
He'll be here all week, folks. Try the veal. All right, so okay, we're gonna go into
Basically like
initiative then
snake.
because you guys are gonna do your thing. So let's roll initiative. And that's going to be Josh, I owed you an initiative. I didn't get you to roll one earlier. That's my fault. So Josh, you get to roll this turn.
Oh.
Everybody gets a turn.
Oh, okay.
Am I rolling a
He's our
D12 or a
turn
D20?
sleeping. D12.
D12. And you guys are obviously going to be doing melee attacks, I'm assuming, right? Because you're going to be trying to kill him.
That's a 3 from me.
All right, I get to go first, and my guys aren't going to do anything, so I don't even know why I rolled initiative, to be honest with you. All right, so yeah, you guys are just kind of coming up. You get a free action this round, so go ahead, take your actions. Audie, you're gonna try to do some sort of backstab, I guess, right?
Yes. She whips out the old short sword and yeah, are we gonna do a backstab? Sure.
This is the mummy.
And you'll get +5. You'll get +5 to hit too.
Definitely the Mummy 2 Evelyn, for sure. I mean, what? There's no narrative characters we've drawn these from.
She pretends to be narrative Mummy 1, but it's not Mummy 2.
Fuck,
Maybe even the
she's
Scorpion
trying to
King.
be ladylike.
You got a dex of 19. Like, you're badass.
She's trying
You
to be
and Willow
ladylike. Well, maybe she's following the Willow theme and she's trying to do like a sneaky flourish of cutting the snake's throat from behind. Sure, why not? Sorry, what do I need to roll?
So you're just gonna roll your normal attack, but you'll have a +5 to hit. All right.
Okay.
Normally, if they were completely unaware of you or not have any reason to be, like if they were in their homes, I would just let you kill them, right? But since they are out here in the middle of the jungle, they're subconsciously still kind of half awake, right? So it's a little harder to sneak up on.
I have a +5. Do I need to be excessive and use like? Does that include the back attack where I get a +4?
You do. You still get that too. The +5 is because you have complete surprise on them, so they don't.
Okay, sweet.
Nice.
I need those. So I rolled a 2, and then so that's 2, and then 4 and 5. So what? 11.
11.
And then
Okay.
your dex and your level.
Not level. That's just checks.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's right.
For your bonus to
The
hit.
dex.
But dex.
Have you got your? You got that on
It's
there. I
already
think.
done.
Bonus
That
to
was
hit,
the
right?
plus. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's 11.
11.
Oh, 11. Oh,
Okay. All right.
That's
that
not
hits, though.
great. Oh,
it
that's
hit.
Because he's not
Okay.
he's not getting his dex check because he's not even aware you're there. So he's just kind of standing there. He's kind of looking around. But so you're going to hit him and do your damage. And Will, go ahead and take your attack too. You get +5 as well.
I rolled a 4, but thankfully that's 15.
Okay, that's still a good hit.
I probably would have missed if we didn't surprise them.
Probably. Yeah, that would have been ugly actually.
Hey, Derek.
But you rolled really well on your rolls, so that's all that matters.
oh wow, I'm doing well. Okay, so that was another 2 for damage. Sorry, what am I modified?
You add your strength if you have a strength modifier if you have one. I don't think.
And
you
does
do.
backstab
Maybe.
get you anything?
Yes,
Doubles it, doesn't it?
I'm not sure at her level.
I don't
Might be.
think it-
Yeah, it's
think
probably not
mine
triple.
does.
You're right. It's probably. Oh, okay. Same as hers. Yeah, he's a rogue. He knows. You'll get double damage.
I don't know that I know.
I
So what,
trust
that's-
you, Josh.
Successful hit inflicts double the normal damage.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's 4.
I have too many monitors, too many screens open. I can't have everything, so just like.
Odie, what's your
Alright.
strength? What's your strength modifier? Is it
It
0?
doesn't.
It's like a 0.
Ah, okay.
All right, that's fine though. You do hit him for 4 points, and he can't do anything about it. We have to go to another round first. Now, Will, how was your roll?
I did 9.
Okay. All right. So, several things are going to happen at the beginning of this round. We're going to roll initiative, and I'll let Josh roll over again. So I realized we didn't really need to roll initiative. Surprise. So let's roll initiative. What are you going to do this round, Audie? He turns now, obviously knowing that you're there. So you're going to have to take an action. You are in melee, but you can choose to do however you like. And if you want to take your crossbow and just shoot him in the face with it, you can sure do that. I don't do a penalty for bows. Because I had somebody pull one about killing me one time with a compound bow 5 feet from me. Those things will work right up against you. Bows will work if they have tension. It will work. So I don't fool with it.
Okay.
And you can think about it for me if you want. I'm
You
going to talk.
get
I'll ask Will what he
dexterity when you're using a crossbow.
What?
That's true. Dex to hit.
Dex to hit, yeah.
But,
Oh,
Okay.
that's why sword. I'm stupid. I thought she was ready because I'm thinking in D10. Yep.
Okay.
Thinking of light weapons,
can I
Joshy.
have
Yeah.
a second
Yeah.
to think?
Yeah, good. Because I'm going to ask Will what he was going to do. Will, what do you want to do?
Will's gonna chop.
Kill him.
Yeah, if this snake is still down on the ground and not in 2 pieces, I'm going to make another attempt to put it into 2 pieces.
Okay.
Snake is
And,
not in enough different parts.
I need
And
to
then what about-
bisect this serpent.
And so, Otto, you probably it's whatever you want to do. You can take your short sword. I mean, it's whatever. You don't have a strength bonus to hit with it, but you do. So you're going to have straight up what your sword damage is, right? Pretty much. Or you could use the ranged. You could fire your crossbow off and get the bonus to hit at least. At least you're guaranteed to hit him, right?
Okay.
That's my thinking, anyways.
So she's gonna back up. Yeah, I think she'll back up and whip out the hand crossbow and aim it at him as he whirls around.
I think you should do a called shot to the face. Take the -8 and go for it, girl. Use your coin and go for it.
She's gonna shoot him in the face. Or try
Yes,
to.
Odie, good.
Oh, I forgot we can aim for head.
Oh god.
Do it.
All right.
Kentucky,
Do it.
you have a
Do
raging
it.
headache as you start to wake up. A raging. Think of the worst headache you've ever had in your younger
Bourbon
years.
headache.
Worse. Yeah, worse than that. And
Okay.
you
It's a
awaken.
tequila headache.
You clearly have had tickets to an orchestra you did not know about. You wake up. And you kind of roll over for a second, and you see her, and she has just attacked some snake-looking guy, with her sword. And you shake up, and you get up, and your head's just whatever. You're gonna have a -2 to all your rolls for just a little bit till you get cleared up. But you'll
Unless
be
you
able to take an action.
rehydrate with that pot of
Yeah, unless you
tea.
rehydrate. Yes, let's have some tea. So
idea.
let's get initiative, and we'll see where we are.
I think
Now the -2 doesn't count for the initiative. I don't do
Okay.
any initiative.
Well,
I rolled a
3
2.
initiative. So,
I rolled a 2. So,
All right.
I meant to ask you what you were going to do when you look around and you see those guys. You see them over there fighting.
is the guy who Audie is trying to murder armed with a ranged weapon or a melee weapon?
He has a melee weapon around his waist. He currently had a bow out, but he is, as you can see, he's in the process of dropping the bow and pulling his sword.
Cool. I would like to use my whip to wrap around, to basically halt his movement. I want to wrap around his leg or arm.
I'm gonna grapple him,
hold him
right?
back, to stop him advancing on Audie, so that you can get a shot off.
Okay. Well, that's going to be sort of a called shot if you're going to try and do a limb, right? That's
Fair
okay
enough.
though. All right, so you're going to try and do a called shot on the arm, and Audie, we know you're going to go ahead and you're going to shoot him in the face. Will, you said you were going to continue to cut if you had to. So what's going to happen here is, Will, we're going to go around to you guys. Your guy's dead.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah, 9 points is what you did while ago. He's dead. So as you go to look at him for a second, you can tell he's done. You immediately turn and see the leader over there, who has heard what's going on now. He's kind of stirring and kind of standing, kind of trying to get up because he heard this guard, turn on Audie, and he's probably yelling something. I didn't like something, whatever, Yeah. So we'll go ahead and take your ranged attack, Audie, and take your ranged attack as well. Kentucky with the whip.
Yep.
All right.
I forgot to say it, but it doesn't really matter because it wouldn't actually have made any difference. I probably miss. I rolled a 3 on the dice. I forgot to say I was going to use
Those
one of
rolls
my
are
coins,
terrible.
but I
No,
rolled a
don't
3 on the
waste it.
dice.
All right.
I had meant to say it, and then I was like, damn it, you didn't. And then I looked at it, and I was like, actually, it's probably not relevant.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing you did that, though. But I'll tell you why. Because as you come out there with your whip, you look at me. I've got a whip.
Yeah.
The leader is going to be drawn to you first before the others. So that's good, at least. You've taken care of that part.
Is it?
Like, if you've got a -8 to this because it's a cold shot and a -2 from the hangover, that's -10. I don't think that's a positive number at the end if you roll a 3. I think you got like a -2.
Yeah, no.
In fact, he's probably hooked himself on a tree and he's kind of swinging.
It's not his whip. He hasn't taken the whip out. He's just pulled out something.
Oh, yeah, the
I
whip's
dead set just throw a hand crossbow at him.
I throw
It's
a
your
hand
towel,
sandwich at
your
him.
bedroll. Oh, wait a
Audlin,
minute.
what do you go ahead and get your roll in, Ollie. Audlin. Audlin.
What is it? I'm using my other coin. Okay. I've announced it. Okay.
Excellent.
So all right. Let me just
You got this. I feel it.
okay. It's not great. It's not terrible, I don't think. That was an 11. So what is that?
Plus
And all
3 for
your
the
pluses
coin.
up.
So that's
coin.
14,
And
17.
plus-
Your decks.
So 11, 14, 17. And then is it, we don't add the level to this one, do we?
No.
No.
Okay, 17.
Did you add the ranged bonus for your decks?
I
Yes, the
did.
plus 3.
I did not. Okay, so that's what, 21? No, 20. Sorry.
20.
Bad at math.
20. Minus 8 for a called shot. You hit.
Oh,
So now it's a
yeah.
critical hit. Roll a percentile.
nice.
Very nicely done.
Oh, let's
Thank you, Sir Terrace. We appreciate that. Everyone here.
I mean, much
Especially
like
the
snakes,
snake
we
man.
can't hear through the stream or smell.
Smell
So-
the stream.
Wait, you
I
guys
can
haven't
hear.
installed the smell add-on?
Smell-o-vision?
Yeah.
You ever been to 5D theater? Don't ever go. That's all I'll say.
No, legit though. There is now a product you can buy so you can smell what's happening in the video games you play
I know,
based on
I
the
know,
sound.
it's
It looks
true.
atrocious.
I have,
It's
I
like-
have
I've
experienced.
heard horror
Too
stories
much.
actually.
I have experienced a couple of cinemas where they waft fragrances in.
Yes, it's terrible.
Like, periodically, yeah.
And if
Um,
it's like a water scene, they spray water on your face to be like, "Oh, you're in the ocean." That sounds awful.
Yeah, first time that happened to me. What movie? Me and my wife went to see some sort of. I know we're breaking off the story here, but I got to tell you this. I don't know what it was, but we didn't know they were doing that, and so we got
Oh.
hit in the face. It was a horror movie or something. Oh yeah, because it was like supposed to be like blood, I guess, or whatever. But it was water. But it
At
freaked,
least it was
freaked us
water.
both to shit. We were like, "What the hell's going on around here? Why are we being sprayed?" We had no clue. You know, it was pretty crazy. We were pissed more than anything.
Then they were in a burning building, and yeah.
Yeah. So, Audie, what did you roll for a percentile?
A dude just smoked behind you. for a
Sorry,
minute.
what do I roll? Sorry, which die? Is it a D20 again or no?
Is this for the
damage.
damage?
Yeah.
Oh no, she's gonna roll a percentile to see how good the
Oh,
crit is.
so a D10 and
A
a
D100.
D100. So
Yeah,
two
D100.
D10s.
I've gotten lazy over the years. I just use whatever dice. I just grab. Oh, this will be high. Roll.
Or a D20 and then times it by 5.
Don't ask me to do maths.
You really want us to go down that path? Hold on, let me think about it.
Why the 12 is the
but-
best dice? It multiplies.
Because it's the
into
one that
so
you can
many
multiply the
things.
most, yeah.
So that would be what, 16 by 5? 80?
Yeah. Exactly
80?
right. Yeah.
Okay. So it's 80. And what does that mean?
We'll find out in a
Someone
second.
Tell me, please.
No, we don't know. Only Chuck knows.
Now I need you to roll me a 10. Roll me another, just a regular 10 with that one.
Because he needs the lower integer.
Oh, this is upsetting. Okay.
You're doing great. I'm a little nervous right here. You're getting ready to roll really good, I think.
It'd be 89.
This feels like you just jammed a hand crossbow into like the nape of his skull
And then fired it.
He turns around,
Yeah.
catches it in a nostril, which doesn't work.
Yeah.
Entirely vestigial. And
But
Good
for the D10, I got a 5.
85, not
Uh,
bad.
That's fine. 85.
Okay.
All right. Tell me how you kill him.
Oh,
excellent.
As it goes right, you did enough damage to kill him. So go ahead.
oh, I was a bit. What is it? We were joking about how she's pretending to be ladylike, but she's actually a badass. So now I can say the stupid thing.
Do it.
Rather than just simply backing up, when the short sword attack didn't work, she she does basically goes into a full backflip, back handspring, and within that motion, she whips out the hand crossbow.
Yeah.
And lands in your classic hero pose in one knee and aims
That's awesome.
straight for his eye, and the bolt goes clean through the snake's head. So it embeds perhaps on a tree that's like on the other side and sort of has a bit of recoil while it's embedded in the tree. And the snake man stands there for a second and then just drops.
It just drops.
Yeah.
So, Will, while this is going on, you determine your fellow's dead. You turn. You see the leader who has gotten up and he is groggily going over towards Kentucky, who is doing some sort of Indonesian sort of dance kind of thing with a whip. You're not real sure what's going on over there, but yeah.
He looks drunk.
Yes,
Real
he
drunk.
does.
Feeling his oats. Let him feel his oats.
So what would you like to do, Will, on your turn?
Is that leader holding his sword?
He is. Yes, he's looking to make some sort of ill intent towards your party member.
I would like to
Bisect.
go over and disarm him.
Literally?
Perhaps
Yes.
de-arm him is the better word.
Leave
So
him
you're
off
gonna
his
try to-
arms.
He
so you
shouldn't
wanna
have
try
them.
to
He's a
disarm.
snake. You're doing him a favor by removing these. These are clearly vestigial.
You're evolving him.
Yeah.
Oh no, he could never be prone now.
He can be other things.
All right, so that's fine. Go ahead and take a swing then, and you better roll really high though.
I'm making our
Well,
ancestors proud.
I better
by
use one of
returning
my
you to your true
coins
form.
then.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Do it. Do
Very
it.
good. 16 plus 6 and a 3, so 9. 25. 25.
You hit. You disarm him. It's what you
Oh,
need with a
shit.
25. Very nice.
Oh,
very
wow.
nice. All right, so as
De-arm
he's
him.
stumbling over there, you hit him, and he just takes minimal damage. I'm going to give him like a couple of points, but you manage to have him drop his weapon. And he turns. Ah! And you see now up close that they really have these nice fangs they can push out of their mouth. It's filled with venom, and he will rush at you
No.
instead.
Oh.
I think it's my turn now, right? So
Yeah.
2 down, 1 to go. The leader, he has turned. He's swiping at you. He's going to attempt to literally bite you on the neck and just rip the flesh out of your neck and devour you. He is pissed.
Ooh.
I rolled a 7. Fantastic. It's a 2 hit dice. Oh, I'm not going to hit. So he comes at you. He can't grab you, man. That drug's got him all messed up. He's got a -5 right now on his rolls anyway. That thing. So he stumbles past you, and you just kind of move out of the way. And we'll go to the next round. And this time it will be Shell's turn to roll. Owen, it'll be your turn to roll. And let's go around and see what everybody's going to do. Audie, yours is dropped. You've killed him stone cold. What are you going to do this round? You look, you see the leader, who apparently is having some sort of altercation with Shell. Or, no, with Will. Shell's over there snoring away.
Okay.
Actually, this round, Shell, you will come away. I apologize.
Probably because I shoved you off me.
Oh,
in
yeah.
order to stand up.
Well, that and
Blanket-
also
blanket was lovely, but
his subconscious is really shaken up by this very bad
no.
dance interpretation you're doing. Yeah, with the
Ah,
interpretation of the dance. Yep, it's very bad. He's upset about it. He wants to talk. All right, initiative.
I'm gonna
Oh, no,
fight
actually, what are you
another
doing?
What is it? How far away am I from the leader?
40 feet.
God damn it. Okay.
Can move 15.
The curse of the crossbow.
Yeah.
You can walk up towards him and then
Yes, I'm gonna move. I'm aware of that now.
Backflipping and so forth all the way.
So yeah, she just does a series of cartwheels
Okay.
to get
No,
closer.
no worries. Like Kill Bill.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to get within range, and at this point, once she's within 20 feet, maybe we'll do a dagger, because again his back is to her. So we'll see if we can get a dagger.
Oh, damn. That's pretty smart. So you're gonna try and backstab me. Okay. And Will, what are you gonna do with this guy you disarmed? He's gonna try to eat you.
I'd like to just grapple him by the neck and like stick the axe handle in his mouth, like the wood of the axe.
Okay.
And just like hold him and be like, no, nope, you're not doing that.
You tell
Just
him,
not
Will.
polite.
Kentucky, what are you doing?
You tell him, Will. Kentucky looks at the whip in his hand, and he's still a bit bleary. He sees a snake instead of it, and pulls out his hand crossbow and just goes to shoot the thing in the back as well, because it was coming towards him. Then Will turned it around, so back shot.
Great. All right, and then
this
of
boy.
course,
I can't wait to take this crossbow bolt.
yeah, I know. We can only hope, Will,
Shell.
that one of them rolls low. And Shell, you wake up to a resounding headache. You're gonna have -2 to all your rolls.
It's okay, I don't plan on rolling.
Get up here and look around. So, what would you like to do this round?
I'm going to
Besides not
stay
rolling.
lying on the ground. I'm going to roll myself sort of over on the side so I can see Kentucky. And as I watch him pull out his crossbow, I'm going to call out, Kentucky, a little to the left, lad. And I'm going to exalt. Using my bardic feature, you get a +2 to this roll.
Oh, good on you. You cancel out my drunkenness.
Well, yes and no. We'll get to that in a minute.
Great.
All right. So,
Should I exalt you?
initiative-
You're a great man, and I love you. It was a lovely spoon that we had.
Yeah, but
Your
he
dancing needs
unfortunately
some
rolled
work.
the wrong way, and he's talking to the snake.
Right? Well, I mean, that's kind of what's going. Are you rolling towards? So wait, I thought you were rolling. Which way are you looking right now?
I'm just literally so that I'm getting onto my side so that I can see the gang, essentially. Just like
not
rolling onto my
him,
right.
but everybody else, right?
Oh, just so that I
Everybody
can
else.
see Kentucky will, because at the moment I'm sort of like, I imagine I'll be
Yes.
lying on my back,
Well,
unconscious. I'm just.
you are, and Kentucky's over here, and everybody else is over there.
Oh, am I right in the middle? Oh, in that case, then I'll just
Yeah.
I'll just sit up in that case and then just turn my head to look at
Ah,
Kentucky.
okay. Because I was going to have
That's
you roll
easy.
into the fire. Damn, it's a damn shame.
Oh,
Well, I don't think I would do that. Like, just wherever
Probably
the
not
fire-
intentionally, but you just woke up with a
Silly
raging
goose.
headache. That's what
I was more just
All
sort
right,
of
so
like the
you-
rolling was just flavor to sort of position myself so I could see. I'll just sit up and go, Kentucky, make sure that you're aiming a little bit to the left, lad. There you go. Nicely done.
thank you.
How
Why
many
are there
times a day
two
can
of
you
you?
exalt?
I can do exalts up to my level, so I can do it 3 times, +2 to ally roll.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
I've
All right,
knocked off
so
one, yes.
we're gonna go for initiative then. You ready, Shell?
Oh,
I have rolled an 11.
I rolled a 1, so there you go. All right, so right off the bat, we're going to start with ranged attacks. Actually, non-combat, which is going to be Shell, because he's going to do exalt, and he'll start singing the praises of his group, and you guys are going to get what +2, I think, on the rolls. Or
Oh,
what?
is it to all allies? I thought it was just one ally.
I don't know. I really don't
check.
know.
Sorry, I'll double check. I'm pretty sure it was just one. I pick
I
an
thought he
ally.
got more on up higher level, but
Oh yeah,
maybe
it does,
that's
but I'm only level 3, so it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, because the melee groups are only level 3, aren't they? So for
Okay.
exalt, I believe it's just to choose an ally. Yeah, so
who's that going to be?
a bard can help allies. An ally. Oh, it says an ally gets a +2 bonus. It's going to be Kentucky. I'm going to offset his -2 from being
Oh, okay.
headache
Nice.
and hungover.
Okay.
I also
So
just
you'll
don't
do
want him to
that?
shoot Will with the crossbow.
Well, you'll sing his praises. Kentucky! And Kentucky, you are firing a crossbow. Audie's firing a crossbow. Have at it.
I'm throwing a dagger.
Oh, even better. Ranged. That's fine. Go
cool.
for it.
Oh wait, do I say? What is it? 17 plus 3. I think it's just 3 and 3.
It
Oh,
is. It'll be
dirty 20.
plus. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so 23.
Well, now you're attacking him from behind, right?
Yeah.
So you get bonuses to hit with your backstab or whatever it is, the back attack.
Back attack, yes. Okay, so 23 plus 4, so that's 27.
To hit, that's probably a good hit.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your damage. How about you there, Mr. Kentucky.
Having ever actually, can you talk me through the attack because I've never done it before? What do I add to things?
You'll roll. You'll add your dex since it's ranged.
Yep.
Okay. And then if you have any bonuses for your ability, you should have like a +4, maybe.
Bonuses
Sneak
from
attack?
the ability, as in the.
If you're using
dex.
like a special class
Sneak
feature or
attack.
something.
I am using the sneak attack, so that is a +5.
And then is your whip like a? Are you? Sorry, no, your crossbow. That's right. Sorry.
I'm crossbowing. It's not a special crossbow.
And you get the +1 bonus to
And
hit
plus
from your
one
class.
from the battle. Yes. Cool. In which case it is 16 plus 3 plus 5.
That's a hit.
So,
That's a hit
yeah,
all day long.
1924.
Yep. So go ahead and do your damage, and then I'll get them both at the same time. This is nasty, actually.
So what is
That
it?
is-
My
4 times 2 because it's a back
So
attack,
it's-
so 8.
Throwing daggers a D4.
okay, and mine's 3 times 2, so it's a 6.
So 14 points total.
Yeah.
Take your attack, Willow.
Ooh.
I'm just grappling him.
Okay.
gonna
So what I
choke
want
him
you to do, what I want you to do is I want you to make an attack roll.
Okay.
All right, just like a normal attack roll. All right. See if you can get a hold of it.
I guess. 18.
18. All right.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to resist that roll. Why I bother rolling, I don't know. All right. So you will grab a hold of him, and you've got him grappled. Now on his turn, he can try to break free, and I just did, and it sucked. So he's not going to break free. All right.
Great.
And you shove that axe handle in his mouth. It's fighting you. You're actually kind of. You're not going to roll for an overbearing, but it's kind of happening as you're forcing him back, and of course there's not a lot of room, so he's going to stumble back, and you're going to hold him down. These two have fired off their crossbows. Shell, as you get through with your exalt, and you look over and see what's going on here. You see that the serpent man kind of stiffened, and you'll see Willow just go down on top of him. You're like, my God, that dude's a savage. I mean, it looks like he's just going to rip his head off. And then he rolls off and stands back up and looks down. And that guy, that snake is.
I've never respected an elf this much this day.
Whatever poison you guys gave him, it affects them a lot stronger than what it should have for like a regular human, right? Yeah, it is. You don't know if he's dead or not. You can't hear a heartbeat, but they are reptiles, right? So you're not 100% sure if he's dead or not, but he's not moving.
I don't much care, to be honest. Oh.
Well, I mean, I was gonna ask him a few questions.
Well, the one Artie killed is. Oh no, that's an arrow in it. Yeah, it's dead. What
I'm gonna
the
pull
one-
the
oh,
arrow
no.
out of my shoulder.
What about the one
Who's
that
in it from before?
the one that you beat? Oh no, you cut its head off.
That was literally just like cut into like a worm.
And the other
You
one
guys
has
can
a
search
hole.
search the camp. You won't find anything of any use here other than food to make rations. That's
I
what they were
wouldn't mind
drinking
an
was some
arrow
sort of.
covered in paralytic poison, if there is
Yeah,
any.
I was gonna say, were those arrows around?
Gotta be very
Well,
careful when I touch them.
So, the arrows they have. That's true. They did have some
Yeah.
knockout arrows. That's absolutely right.
I was
You
just
know what?
thinking, knocked me out in one hit. I'm like, I want some of those. They're good.
Mine knocked me out without me even noticing.
I know you weren't even. Yeah, you didn't even know. 1 second you're there, next second you're away.
You will find
dwarf on top
a quiver that is clearly marked as being something different by itself in the camp. There are 5 of those left.
Ooh,
5 arrows.
that'll do.
And they will. So you can have 2 each.
I think we should make sure that the people we'll say are good at range should have those. I'm willing to give up whatever mine are to give them to Odie and Will. I'll give one of mine to
Yeah.
each of them. It's better that they have it than
And I
I do.
think-
I'll probably miss.
Will they work?
It
at
don't matter to me.
crossbows as well?
There's 5 of them. No, these are arrows.
So I think all of us have crossbows except Will. So Will gets 5.
Except for me.
Yeah,
knocked
Will
out.
gets
I have a short bow.
Will's just over there waiting.
I'll take one then. I'll take one. Will you take 4? I'll take one of them just in case.
Snapped
All right,
the
deal.
end off one, and now I've got a bolt. Damn it!
Yeah, I have it there, my God. You can't stop me.
Could you like pull the arrowhead out and then attach
I
it
am
as
not
like the head
prepared
of a
to
bolt?
mess around with these. I do
Yeah,
not want
yeah.
to.
Over there.
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay, all right.
Suddenly you're-
God damn it!
I know, right?
I'm happy to give them up to you if you want them as bolts. I'm also happy
no.
to give you my bow if you want.
That you are comfortably the most useful person so far, so you can have the useful things.
Actually, Odie, did you want a bow? I'm not great with this bow. I just took it because I thought maybe it'd be good to be in range, but I'm clearly not thinking that way. When any problems.
She's just gonna
arise.
take on another weapon. She'll be like, sure, why not? So now she has a bow. I guess she takes one of the poison arrows now, at least. So
Take 2 of them.
Yeah,
Take
take
two?
2.
Yeah.
Then Will's
Okay.
got 3 and you've got 2. You can have my composite short bow. I'll hand it over. I'm not going to be
Sweet,
using it very
sweet.
much.
thank you very much.
Now, tell her about the composite bow and how it works.
So the composite bow, the bonus to hit is a flat +2, and it's a 1d8, and the range is 70 feet.
Ooh,
Badass.
Nice.
I won't
That
have to keep
sword that the leader had.
cartwheeling.
I know. I was going to ask about that
So
you
the leader is
probably-
because
holding
I-
what appears.
I'm good with long swords and broadswords.
Yeah.
All right, so this sword here that the leader has is definitely a long sword. It's serrated, which means it does a D12 for damage.
Yeah, I might pick that up if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Battle axe.
Any? What was
Please-
he reading?
Please note that 4 points of that damage, if you ever do more than 4 points, that 4 points, if you do more than 4, then it causes bleeding of 1 point per round, and that's.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'm taking that for sure.
Brutal. Really glad
Cool.
none of us
That's-
got hit with it.
Yeah.
Yes, bleeding's bad in this game. Or at least
You're
when I-
welcome.
Yeah.
And him falling over before he could do anything as well.
I
That was-
know.
that was
Everybody's kind of
goodness.
like, "Who's this guy?" He's over. So,
I'm going to call this my curvy snake sword.
yeah. So the camp is there's not much in there other than some basic rations and stuff. They were basically just killing things and eating it raw. So
What was the leader
Yeah.
reading? And I didn't see that, but yeah, he had a scroll, I believe.
well, when you go back in there looking around, it was not a scroll. Actually, it looks like a
Oh.
piece of stone, or a piece of. Well, actually, it does look like stone. It's sort of a round. It's a good question. You know what?
Like a Githyanki
information.
information disc.
Mhm.
Kinda, yeah. It's about this big. It's kind of thick though, right? Think almost like a hockey puck or something, right? A little bit thicker, just thick. It's brass. It's got some sort of runes all the way around the circle, and the runes are not carved into it. It's almost like they're glass. So you kind of look at it and you think this thing should light up, but it's not lit up or anything, right? And then in the center of it appears to be a sort of a reddish colored looking gem. It's rounded, so it's almost like
A
a
garnet
round
or like a
gem.
ruby.
Yeah, ruby would
Mm.
work.
Can I decipher script?
I was going to say, yeah, I think Oddie, Shale, and Kentucky can all decipher script.
Eh,
Holy shit! I got the
It
wrong
makes
group
sense.
here for this stuff.
Not
It
me.
makes sense that all 3 of us would, though, by the characters. Like,
Oh,
what we're
we
Yeah,
built
so
this
use your-
to this though. Yeah.
Well, use your abilities and see what you can discover about it. If anything.
all 3 of us. The statistics on this are great. We should do pretty well.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm still
Oh, okay.
drunk as a skunk. I rolled a 4. So
You don't know shit.
I also
I-
didn't.
What'd you roll,
I-
Adi?
I rolled a 4. Apparently,
Oh,
I'm
Christ
buzzing.
almighty.
I'm buzzing too much from my headshot.
From the
I
epic
mean-
kills.
Just-
I roll.
Oh
I
my
get a
God.
9. I get a 9 total, and it is a primary stat. But I still doubt that I'm going to be able to. Yeah.
19 primary.
There you go.
Shell rolls in. So Shell
Hey.
takes it from you two.
Does
Adi
this make any sense to you?
yeah, they're both
Oh, I
over
took
on-
this as an elective back at university.
Right.
Too
remember
much
this.
adrenaline. Sorry, boys. I'm not going to be much help right now.
She's just there, like, you know, like looking at the bow and like testing it, like, fuck yeah.
She's still on a big rage roll here. She
Yeah.
slaughtered 2 beasts, you know?
Does a
So-
few cartwheels.
She has
Yeah.
not
Runs
stopped
back to the snake.
cartwheeling.
Yeah.
She's doing karate,
Yeah.
like in the
All the
middle of
jungle animals
camp.
are like, what is that
She's-
shit?
She's just doing a floor routine worthy of the Olympics right now
Yeah.
in the open clearing. It's great.
All right, so you go and look it over. You don't really know what its purpose is, but you are able to figure out some of the letters on there because you did a lot of traveling in your time. This looks like something that you read about that you wouldn't expect it to found it here. That's what's so shocking about this. You remember reading about this when you were going doing some sort of research several years ago, and this came across this script came across found in a fortress to the north, the very northern part of the world. Is just there's a large part of it that is just frozen over, and the belief is that there was an ancient, for lack of a better term, civilization of techno wizards up there, is the rumor. And so there's been many times most people don't return from up there because it's a very dangerous place, frost giants and all manners of other things, of course. But when you were reading this research, you did come across this, and so you think you might be able to figure out what the words are. Give me a legend lore roll for me.
Legend lore. That'll be intelligence, right?
Yep, and you better roll really good. Higher the better.
13 primary.
All right.
Oh, sorry, legend lore's
So-
charisma, isn't it? Sorry, that's 14
Yes.
primary. Sorry, not intelligence.
That's
14
a little
primary.
better. That's good. Good. So you look it over, and you don't know what most of it says, but you do know one of the symbols means power.
I will let the group know. Do you remember when we were up in the lair of the frozen techno wizards? This was a couple of years back. With all that, I mean, you were very locked up for most of that journey. The mufflers you had might have hidden what we were saying,
Yeah.
but we were going through lots of stuff. This reminds me of some of that sort of stuff. There's a rune here carved power. Should I want me to press it?
You could try that, or it might mean
Just
needs
touch it, see what
power.
happens.
You could try that, yeah. You can try that. He says,
I'll just
stepping
poke
back.
the.
Yeah, they all sort of not so subtly clear the space around
That's a
him.
good idea, Shale. Yeah.
Shale,
You-
Thanks, guys. It's great to have your
everyone
support.
disappears as you die. No.
That's how
So
I wanted to go.
you fool with it. Nothing happens. No. And
I
you
agree.
look. The more you look at it now, the back of it, it's almost like it's got a socket in it. You
Ah,
almost
we need
begin
some
to think
double
that
A's.
This thing needs to be put somewhere or something. Yeah. So
Wow,
I
we've got
turn
here.
I turn my step back into a looking for something that could fit into it.
I wonder if maybe we've got here a control slate or something along those lines, and we've got a big old building there. I'm guessing inside.
Inside the
maybe they
building. or
recovered
up-
it from in there.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Chuck, what did I see before I got knocked out? Because I kind of went up to the building, didn't I?
So the apes as well.
You were in the bush, and you had circled around to kind of come in on the side of the building because they were up on the stairs, and you saw. That's a fair question. 34. Okay, I'm going to go on your side then. You did see him put something in his bag before he, it was almost as if he had recovered something and was putting it in a bag. So you're assuming that maybe they must have found this thing in here. You think, maybe.
All right, yeah. Cool. So, looking in his bag, I wouldn't find any other bits of it.
No, there's nothing else in there.
Cool. All right. I think this supposition is a good one. Hell, let's Okay, I'm good.
I'm not. I'm struggling. My head's ringing.
Don't drink the tea.
What do you?
Why not?
What do you think they made this out of anyway?
As I hold up like one of the arrows to try and recognize the poison.
That's more of a you question.
I wouldn't be asking me that.
Yeah, poisons is your specialty.
Do you reckon they look like they had their own? I hate snakes. Fang situation. Do you reckon it's their own?
Oh.
Very possibly they could abuse it.
Does that mean we could milk them for more?
I'm not. Don't really.
Should we tie up this one that's on the ground there as well, guys?
Are they
we don't know
alive?
if
Are
he's.
there any of them are still alive?
We know that one's
No.
dead, so I point to the one cut in half.
I mean, the
cleft in
leader might be
20.
alive, but you can't tell he's alive. He looks like
Should-
he's stone cold dead.
I
Should-
don't
should
think
we
he's
maybe-
alive. I say, putting a knife through his head. I don't think he looks alive to me.
I was going to suggest that we tie him up, Tucky.
He's
That's
kind of twitching there a little bit.
No,
you turn the
no,
knife a bit, he
definitely-
watches his arm raise his
definitely
arm,
don't.
drops down.
Well,
Personal.
that'll do it.
Actually, no. There was something personal. Actually, no. I'll be honest.
Yikes.
I guess so much for talking to him.
Yeah, that's. I was hoping to get his story. Maybe we could find out. Well, fuck it. Maybe they're probably going to tell us anyway. It's going to hiss at us and try and tear out Willow's neck again.
You remember how you and I, like, they knocked us unconscious? And
No, I don't. The last thing I remember is walking up with a big old hammer singing a song about whiskey.
well, this is the thing. I don't remember much before it, and then I woke up here with a god-awful headache. And frankly, that deserves the thing in the head beyond anything else. Let's go inside the thing. Because
Okay.
remember how
Heard
we're
of
cursed and
this.
dying?
Yeah. We can complain when we fix things. At this
Yeah.
rate, we should
Yeah.
probably
I can't
head
help but wonder if
inside.
the curse is making the headache worse as well. Let's go.
And to mention to you, as you think about that and say that, you all kind of think about it because you hadn't even really thought about it. You've been busy, right? And you can definitely see that your skin is definitely starting to get thinner.
Uh,
And everybody he kind of says that, and everybody goes, "Yeah," and and everybody gets really quiet. They're like, "Oh shit, maybe we should." So everybody heads. I'm assuming you're heading over to the ruin, right?
Yep.
When you go in the
do it.
ruin, there's really only one thing in here that's left that's worth looking at. In the center of the room is
The cure.
some pieces.
Yay!
That's it. We're done. Good job, guys.
hey! All right. Plenty of time for favor.
So there's some sort of a shape in there that looks like it's made of some sort of a brassy kind of colored material, sort of a brass bronze kind of metal. And picture an atom, right? It looks like it's got like rings. There's like 3 or 4 rings kind of
like an orrery.
and yeah, sort of. And it's sitting there, and you guys are looking around, and sure enough, down below at the bottom of it, you will find a place that looks like it could definitely take that round thing that you found off the leader.
This is what we were talking about before on the walk over. The transportable devices that bend space and time. I think this is indeed something to do with one of those wizards that can change stuff, move stuff around. Tucky, if you want to load that in, we'll all stand back for a moment while you play.
No, I can do that. That's fine. Yeah.
So
This temple
one
is
thing
not
interesting.
larger on the inside, is it?
No, it's the same size.
Yes. It's painted
Nothing
blue.
weird.
His police box written above it.
But I will tell you this much: when you go over and you try to put it in there, it wouldn't fit. So you get looking down in there. It looks at some point in time, over the time this thing is set here in this jungle, eroding away. It must have gotten some rubble or something down in it, and dust and dirt is accumulated to where it won't fit. So that tells you that he must have found it somewhere else, either inside of here or maybe outside, around, or somewhere. But he didn't definitely remove it. So after taking a dagger out, cleaning it, getting it all straightened out, you can snap it into
Okay.
place if you want.
Oh.
Perfect. I was going to say, can I use my stonecraft to clear it out? But no need.
Yeah.
It's just done.
No need to. That being
I reach
said,
into my
give me a
pocket and pull out
stonecraft roll.
paintbrush.
Y'all give me a stonecraft roll real quick.
Oh, +4. That's a natural 20. What a waste of the natural 20. Absolute
No, it's
waste.
not a waste. It's good.
I'm not
Good.
waste at all.
So some things are going to occur to you while this is happening. Okay. So as he puts it in there and locks it in place, it lights up. The letters light up, and the little round gem in the center lights up. It's a little red looking, glassy looking dome now, right? But while this is all going on in your head, some things start to click. That stuff there is definitely not of dwarven manufacture. But this building is definitely made of dwarven manufacture. The artisans were very, very well talented. And you have the sinking suspicion that it was built by slaves.
Whoa.
Because it doesn't really make a whole lot of
That's
sense why there would be a building here built by dwarves in the middle of a jungle. Even though dwarves in the world of Erd, which is one of our main settings, they were the first race. Elves came from somewhere else. So, but
Classic.
still, they didn't normally sell
Colonizers.
themselves out to build things. You know what I'm saying? They weren't like, hey, you can hire me to build this for you. They were very much, since they were the main race on the planet to begin with, they didn't really sell their skills out so much to the non-dwarves, right? Unless it's something special. And the only thing you can think of is either whoever had this constructed either had some sort of something to convince them to do it, or they were enslaved, one of the two. You're not 100% sure yet, but you're starting to think about that.
I'll share that with the
and
group
like
immediately.
Yeah, and clearly this other stuff here was not constructed by dwarves. Now, the fun part. So as he plugs it in and snaps and it lights up, there is a light wind that starts blowing through the place. And all of those metal arms start to spin really fast. And then when they do, it opens up sort of like a hole right there in the middle of the room, almost like a mirror. And they're spinning around it, but they're going so fast that they're just non-existent. And you know that this is some sort of a portal. And you can feel cold air coming from it.
Ooh.
Cold air emitting from it.
Oh,
Because you're in the
I've got-
jungle, right? So you're going to notice it.
That's very tempting, if nothing else. Air conditioning. Plus.
Oh, I'd love to
Plus.
get out of this jungle.
We are rotting in
Yeah, I was
a
gonna say.
jungle. Being in cold air might keep us preserved for a
Might
little
preserve
longer. at the
us
very
for a little
least.
bit longer.
Yeah.
Got a feeling this might be
Sure.
leading to the north potentially as well. You know, we were
Yeah.
talking about the techno wizards of the north.
Great.
So
All
you
right.
guys just have to step through if you want to.
Is there
Let's
any?
link
Can we
arms.
see through it?
No. It looks like what you see. It looks like sort of it's almost like a rippling water, right? Effect.
At the
Little
surface
drops
of
of
a
water.
Stargate.
Yeah, kind of.
If I offer one end of my whip to somebody to hold while I walk through it, my whip doesn't get destroyed by this. I hope not, because it's happening. I'm doing it. Yeah,
It's a magical
I'm gonna do
whip,
that.
so who knows?
Yeah, who knows indeed. Yeah, I give one end of my whip to Shale because we're buddies. And I go like, okay, scouting time again. Seriously, this time, if I don't come back in 10 minutes, save me. And look, in fairness, you guys did. So no screaming, hopefully. And I go through.
Three tugs.
Again, the leader of the group here, just like before, he scouted ahead for your safety. Now he's doing it again.
Yeah.
Shale, do you have a 30 strength? What's your strength?
Strength is 14.
Okay, the whip gets pulled out of your hand. There's no way, unless you've got a 30 strength, we're not even talking about it.
Oh,
And it
wow.
pulls out of your hand. Yeah.
Just look down
And
and
then
look
there's
at the
some sort of a
companion.
no-
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. There's some sort of noise, and then the thing just slows down and stops.
Does it sound like a scream?
No, it sounds like smoke, as if it no longer works.
Oh, god damn it.
Sit down, Josh. We'll get back to you. No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. What kind of bloody adventure is this?
It's just like, you know what? I don't think I like this game.
Yeah, you suck, man.
Kentucky's our little damsel. I love it.
He's our canary in the coal mine. We just go like, check that out for us.
Save me,
So-
save me.
So it pulls out. It's still spinning. What do you guys want to do? You
Oh,
don't
yeah,
really
step
have to
3.
remember nothing.
I'm gonna reach forward and try and grab the whip as it disappears from my grasp and just move through.
Oh
the
no,
portal.
there's no. Yeah, you might as well.
Exactly.
You,
Yeah,
you guys
no,
are going to
I'm-
step through, right? Of course you are.
I'm just gonna chase
All
the
right,
whip,
then.
try and catch it.
Okay. All right. We're going to do the giveaways now. I guess it's over with. No. Oh. All right. Can you put up that third picture for me, if you would, please,
Oh, certainly.
sir? You guys immediately find yourselves in a very cold situation, as it's very cold when you're high up in the air. You guys are standing on what appears to be what's left of a ruin of one of these gates, right? And you don't know, but it feels like you're 1,000 feet in the air. Okay. And you are
Oh,
down there on that little
Skyland.
gate right there. Yeah, and right across
Nice.
from you appears to be what appears to be some sort of a tower floating in the clouds. Right? Covered in what looks to be all manner of jungle plants and whatever, and it's just kind of floating there. Very deserted like. Below you and across the way, you can make out what must have been a catwalk at some time. It's gone. But you can see an open doorway, probably about 30 feet down the other side. It looks like it's about 60 foot across from you to over there. Maybe even a little farther, maybe 75 feet. Maybe. You're not sure. It's a good ways. And you guys are just kind of standing here, and almost everything's gone from up here except where this gate was. So literally, if you step off out of the gate, you need to have somewhere to go. The winds are blowing really hard. You're kind of holding on, and you're kind of looking at each other. And as soon as you guys get through there, after a minute or so, the gate slows down and spins and stops. Okay. And immediately, I'm sure out of everybody here, considering he was the one that did it, Kentucky will probably glance down and see that there is no device in the socket on this.
Great.
So there's no going back. That's what I'm trying to say.
Shale sits down, closes his eyes. He's scared of heights.
Oh.
Now
As
he's probably
he's
probably not having a good time.
As the three of you walk through the gate, Kentucky is standing there holding his whip, looking down at the end of it, coiled on the ground at his feet, gives you a somewhat reproachful glance, and then says, "I don't think there's any going back that way. Did anybody happen to bring any rope?"
Oh, I did.
Got some rope as well. Just don't want to look down.
I'm fairly certain that I have too, because I have thieves' tools, and doesn't thieves' tools have rope? Probably.
Everybody should have 50 foot of rope. Yeah. Now, whether it's
Wait.
hemp or silk, that's your choice.
Yeah,
Silk.
never leave home without it.
Mine's hemp.
Use silk in a number of ways.
Yep. So
you've got enough rope, sounds like to me, to make some sort of do something, whatever it is you want to do.
So the entrance is on the far side, 75 feet away.
Yeah,
Okay.
roughly 60 to 75 foot away across, and it's down probably about 30 feet. So you're looking at probably needing 100 foot of rope.
Yep.
Probably or more.
Oddie. In the nicest way possible, you're probably the lightest. And we've got about 200 feet of rope between us, so we could attach a lifeline to you if you did sort of come a cropper. And I propose a sort of a crossbow bolt sort of situation.
Yes, the old abseil method.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna swing her across. That's way smarter.
No,
Just toss
now,
her.
Now you say it. Well, yeah, we could toss her, but we couldn't toss you, Shale.
No, please, no.
Never toss a dwarf.
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
Oh, we could probably get you across though, Kentucky.
I mean,
As
well,
I start
let's get-
tying a little lasso around at the end of my piece of rope.
Yep.
Your bear trap, Will.
Ooh,
Bit like
Yeah.
a grappling
that's much better
if we were
than
to
a
tie rope.
crossbow bolt jammed into ancient masonry. I much prefer
Well,
the bear trap situation.
Because it's going to be quite heavy as well, a bear trap. If we
Yeah.
could throw that with enough strength across to grab
And it
onto the
just-
edge of the
Well-
stone crenellations, have a rope tied to it. Maybe only like 100 feet. So we've still got 100
Sling
feet of
that.
rope if this goes
Oh, yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Just throw
Yeah, yeah.
the bear trap over the sides.
Well, I'll leave the throwing to someone who doesn't have noodles for arms, so I'm just gonna sit back with the terrified of heights boys and let you guys get to it then.
I give the
Jack-
help action to Willow? Is the help
yeah,
action
absolutely.
a thing?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you wanna
Can
help
I
out, you
make
can.
a modified
So what is she?
grappling
What is
hook?
she?
I
you can
thought
try,
we were gonna.
sure.
We're not shooting the rope across. They're trying to.
No, we're gonna.
So
we're
what are
gonna
they
use
doing
a-
here? That's
We're
what I
gonna
thought.
use
too.
100 feet of rope with a bear trap on the end of it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
to
Christ!
try and
Okay.
like swing
By
it
the way, I was
sling
waiting-
style and then just fling it into
telling
the,
you,
the
if you had-
window.
If you hadn't asked well enough, I was going to let you stumble into that damn bear trap back. But you did good, so I had to leave it alone. So I did think about it though. Yeah. So you're gonna try to make an improvised grappling hook, and then try to throw it over there. Is that my understanding? Or shoot
Yes.
it? Or throw it?
Throw it.
Throw it,
think
I
sort of
guess.
Who's throwing
swing it?
I guess I am. Yeah.
Willow.
Yeah, you could like dangle it off the side of the tower and kind of like
then just-
pendulum it
Why
until
Willow?
it.
'Cause
I'm
he's
strong.
The strongest.
Hey,
Oh,
it was
Willow.
stressful.
I was thinking when you said Willow, I heard Audie, and I was like, well, she's really good at Dex, but not much strength.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. What's your
So, like,
dex?
'cause
What's
we
your
have
dex?
an Audie right here.
Will?
Yeah.
What's your,
My strength and
What's
dex are
your-
about
what's your-
16.
oh shit! Yeah, you should be the one doing it for sure.
Cool.
All right, so you're gonna try to do one of those things, right?
And I'm gonna help him, and the other two are gonna go. I don't like heights.
Well,
I'm gonna give him a
she-
bardic inspiration for this for sure. I'm exalting him for this. This is important.
Okay.
We need to get out of
Yeah,
here.
valid.
I'm
well,
exalting
she's
you.
more gonna be like, "You guys got this.
Oh,
I am
and
weak."
I apologize. You guys made it to part 2. Everybody gets their coins back.
Hey,
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 I didn't use any of mine. God damn it!
I have
All
been
right,
rolling
braggart.
either
Just
really
calm down.
well or really shit, and they haven't had anything to do.
There's
with
no
my
point.
abilities yet.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
I'll
right,
give
so
you an
you guys,
exalt will as well for sure.
What does
Give me that
exalt do?
plus
Is it
2.
on all rolls? On all rolls?
Just a +2 on his next roll, I believe.
I didn't know if it was like a one-time
On any
thing or
action
constant.
requiring an attribute check, including fast ability check, saving throw, stand attribute checks, does not affect.
Okay.
I must be able to see and hear the bard. Must be within 60 feet, so we're all good.
Well, this is definitely one to use it for. That's smart.
Yeah.
Really smart.
100%.
How are,
Enjoy
are
that
you
plus
Yeah.
2.
serenading me? Are you just encouraging me?
You know, Will,
You can
Put an
do
elf.
it.
you're all right, lad. You're okay. I mean, as a general, you pointies are kind of all a bit shite, but you're all right. You're okay.
No, I mean, I kind of agree with you. The elves don't particularly like me either, chopping down all the trees.
And that's the main thing that speaks for you in my eyes. It's your main. We've traveled together for a while. You've been a good mate. Thank you for saving me, and I can't help. I did see a rogue arrow fly out when those snake people were coming for me. Not like as I look over at Odie. Notice didn't see 2
elf.
arrows.
Oh, yeah, my shot wasn't so good. I'm sorry.
Okay, at least you tried to save me.
Yeah,
All right,
actually,
let's get the rolling.
I appreciated the heck out of both of you doing that, because otherwise, Dale and I would really have been dinner, I guess, maybe.
Yes.
Willow's
it's not
the
like I-
greatest of it all. He'll
All right, so-
grapple us rather than fall.
yeah, it's
You're
not
actually
like
pretty good at that, man. All right. So let's do the rolls here. You're going to assist her. So what that means is you're both going to roll, and we're going to take the best of both. How's that? Whichever one does better.
Okay.
The better of the
Okay.
2 rolls. Make sure you add in use any coins if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna use coin for sure.
Yeah, for
add in
sure.
your dex, or you're doing strength, right? He's doing strength. Your
Either
system.
or.
You have a strength. What's your strength? Kentucky.
Oh, mine's 10 or 11. No, it's
So you're assisting with this, right?
flat. Yeah. Oh, I'm.
What's your dex?
My dex is 17. Dex is what I'm good at.
All right, that's good. All right, so then you'll roll a dex check then, and along with your dexterous and his strength, we'll see how this works out.
Okay.
I like to imagine like
Hey.
Kentucky is helping me tie the knots properly
Yeah.
and
That's
set up the
right.
bear trap.
That's right.
Yeah. That's a 17 with a primary stat, without the one of my keep forgetting about the coins.
Well, you've got your level and your dex bonus, and if you use a coin.
I rolled it already, so but I got a 17 with everything.
So 17 with everything? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was without everything. Okay.
No.
All right, 17 prime. And then
the
how about
bird-
you?
The bardic stuff is +2,
+2.
so that'll be
Oh,
a
so that's a
22
19.
total.
I'm getting it too. Nice.
I got a 22 total.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, okay. That's right. One person. I'm sorry.
I thought that was it. Yeah.
So I keep thinking, for some reason in my mind, I keep hearing blessed. I don't know what the deal is. All right. So, all right. That's good enough. You guys can swing that thing across over there and get it hooked. And were you trying, I'm a little curious, were you trying to reach it down? You were trying to swing it down and hook onto the hole down there, right? Or
I
cross,
think like
directly across.
the top of the ledge so that
Okay. That's better. All right.
Make
Okay.
like
I
a
was
zip
thinking
someone
line.
where
can
this-
swing across and climb up or
Yeah.
zip line across or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. Right on.
If there is
All
a
right, so you
hole
can definitely
down, Could we
There's a
check
doorway.
in the pillar we're on?
No,
Not
cross the way.
across the way.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be. You just can't see it really from where
That's
you're
fine.
I'm
at.
not looking
I'm
over
not
the edge.
prepared to go down for.
I mean, you can climb down there and look if you want. I don't care. You
want
got
to.
climbing. You can do it.
I could do that. Hey, and we've got rope.
So-
All right, I might just go and check it out. Why not? The DM's put it out
You-
there.
You go out there to do that, and the DM puts out that it's very crumbly around the edges as you see rocks fall, and you think, I don't know
I've
about
got
this.
climbing. I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
go.
All right,
Yeah,
you,
so
you
I
can hit
guess-
the other side. It seems secure. Yeah. So how do you want to
And
do
we
this?
we tie it to our side
Something strong
Okay.
and sturdy here.
to I guess like the portal thing.
Yeah.
The dead portal. Yeah.
The
I think that's
portal
the
only
that
thing
you
over
would
here,
thereby
really.
prevent it from ever starting up again.
And,
this
So-
is coming with us.
So you guys are going to go across the other side, and then do what? Try to climb down to the doorway. There, you see no other entrances up top. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh right. I thought we were
Where-
aiming
where you're
for
at.
the doorway.
Yeah, I think the plan
Well,
was to
it's-
kind of have it so that it's almost like a zip line down to the doorway. So it's not so
Yeah.
we're not like trying to get it on the bottom of the doorway. It's more just above, so that if we were to
Oh, so
go
not
down
all
the
the way to
rope,
the top
because we're a bit
I
higher than it,
got
right? It's like across and down.
Oh, okay.
So we're sort of making like
I
a
just
can
going-
climb. I just figured we'd drop people down, but
Yeah.
you're
So who-
probably makes more sense to go directly to it.
you. Who in the group does not have climbing?
I don't think I do.
You don't have climbing.
I don't think I would. No.
Okay, so
It's
long
a-
as you
it's
give
a
me a
skill.
roll. Give me a strength roll.
Okay. Strength's all right. That's a 14. Non-prime.
All right, I'm going to say that if you have the ability or skill to climb, that you're not going to have to roll. You're just going to zip right along. So you guys will get across no problem to the other side. As you kind of one small thing that does happen. Who's going last?
Me. I'm the
Yeah,
biggest.
I'd have gone first, or Oddie.
Oh, we know. Yeah, leading
Actually-
blazing the path.
I think it actually would have been Oddie, because she's the lightest, and we
The
wanted
lightest.
to work towards that. Yeah.
Yeah, she would have zipped across once
And-
the whole thing was established and been like, "It's good. I didn't
Secure
die."
The end a little bit better.
As,
maybe.
as she's like, "It's good. It didn't die." You'll see a large arm, white-looking, flesh-colored arm, come out from the dark recess and drag her in.
Ooh, I get to be the damsel.
Yay! I'm
Yay!
really glad.
And
It's your turn.
as Will and comes in last. Will, when you get about halfway across, coming down that thing, the rope starts to jerk, and you like really lean in as you look back, and something has activated the portal up there. It's moving.
Ooh.
Okay,
Well.
and the rope
Oh, jeez.
gets pulled apart, and you swing in and land on the ledge. With no problem.
Da-da-da.
But you've got such good score.
No
Um,
license. We cannot afford.
Sound alike.
So
sound
you
alike.
will land with
Parody.
you will land with them, and you will be when you land in here with them. There is no arm. It turns out, Audie actually was holding a large. She gets down, you see her wrestling what looks to be a large root, white colored root, coming out of the wall in this corridor. This corridor is stone on the outside, but the internal part of it looks to be almost niched cavern, as if someone has cut through a rock here. Okay, they've not laid nice stones or whatever. This is something that's like a cavern, a cave, a tunnel that's been carved. The outside of it was, but this internal part's not. And there are large white bulbous roots coming out everywhere, which is very strange because you guys are way up in the air. So now you don't know what to think about what's going on with this. It's almost like you're underground, but you're not. That makes sense. So I'm assuming you guys are going to probably take the same marching order as you had earlier. Make it easy, right? Probably.
Sure.
So if I could get a couple rolls from, or at least one roll from Kentucky for hide and move silently.
Oh, right. Okay. That marching order. Yes.
I'm assuming you're going to scout ahead, right?
Yep. I really need to remember my coins, but I got an 18 on the dice. For whichever one you want me to do first. They are effectively.
Are you just going? You just have to roll one. You just have to
Okay.
roll one.
I got an 18 plus my dex and my level, so another 5. So yeah, 23.
23. I'll make a note of that for checks. All right, and you're going to move. You're just going to silently move down there. I guess you're going to be listening. And are you going to be looking for traps or no?
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Nah. Give it a miss.
Give me a find traps roll in.
I'm going to use my coin.
Yay!
I remembered. Gonna be
I got a
completely
coin.
Irrelevant.
I remember.
Oh, it might be relevant. Look for traps.
It's always relevant.
It is an intelligence check, which I have a +2 at. And it is a prime as well. That is a 15 prime.
All right, 15p.
Right. I rolled a 7 on the dice, so that +3 actually did probably come in handy.
Right. And then, okay, I guess I'll use it now. All right. Okay. You rolled 18 on your listens check. So that's good. All right. So you move on down the hallway and starts to get hot. Okay. You guys figure you're probably, that picture's a little deceptive the way it was drawn or whatever. You probably figure you're at least a good, what did I tell you? 100. Yeah, it's probably 30 from the top, blah, blah, blah. So you're probably, as you're walking down this cavern thing, it starts to kind of go down. And after probably walking for about 30 minutes or 35 minutes or so, you start to feel heat. Kind of, it's getting hotter a little bit. And now you've figured you've walked probably at least, you probably figure you're probably at least a good 70, maybe even 100 feet below where that dome was outside. You went down right into the depths of this floating thing, whatever it is in the clouds. It's very bizarre because you're underground, but you're above ground at the same time. As you get closer, Kentucky, the room will open up into what appears to be a large, sort of a cavern. There appears to be water in the middle of it, steam coming off the water, like a hot springs almost. Some of it's bubbling. And you can see in the far end over there what appears to be this water, the other side from where you're looking at, looks like I want to say not really a river, but a large stream. It's kind of feeding into this water. So that's where the water's coming from, right? And then you can also see over to the right what appears to be some sort of looks like, for lack of a better term, like a stone cylinder going up into the ceiling. And this water is kind of running off into it. Okay. And yeah, that's what you can see from where you're standing at. There's a lot of mist in here because there's a lot of heat coming off of the hot springs. The water looks like it's bubbling, but you're not convinced it's boiling. It's just hot, right? I mean, it's probably not going to burn your flesh. Right. You don't know, you're far away, but you assume it may be. You don't know. You will see one other thing though. Walking down in this cavern, occasionally in the mist, you will see every once in a while something appear in your vision. It's a creature. The creature seems to be sort of stocky, right? Short. It's got sort of granite bluish colored skin, sort of hairy a little bit. Looks very squat, right? But muscular. And it's carrying a big old club. Looks like this club's got, so they've put bone in it to make bone chips to make spikes out of it. And it's just it's got two big old tusks coming down of it and things just kind of walking around. You can see every once in a while you'll see one of them, maybe two.
There's more than one of them. How far across is this space? Is it quite a large cavern?
It's pretty good sized. Yeah, you would figure that you saw those guys. You're up here kind of looking in. Y'all guys have kind of come into the edge of it, right? And it kind of goes down into this low level looking pond or lake or whatever you want to call it, if you will. So it's probably a good 60 feet down to the edge of that. And then it goes across another 100 feet. And then on the other side of the water, you can see it kind of narrows down into a stream and goes off.
Sure.
And all the way around it is sort of like this sort of simple rise coming up, almost muddy, like all the way around, except that one cylinder made out of stone on the far right and the back side there. It's going directly up.
Like a pipe.
Into the roof. Like a pipe. And the roof is cavern. Maybe. I mean, okay. It's according where you've been.
I think it's time to Willy Wonka ourselves up this shade to get to the top.
I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. So anyway.
Question for clarity: was I actually kidnapped by tree roots, or am I still with the group?
Oh no, you're still with the group. It just
Okay,
you were
sweet.
grabbing one out of your way, and once he shows up, I'm sure he was just chopping and moving away and whatever. They were just
Well,
filling
Will
the corner.
definitely was. He hates trees, so
Yeah.
Die!
Loathing of trees.
He's the opposite of the Lorax.
falling tree killed my dad. Yeah, still like trees.
The end. So what would you like to do now? You want to go down through, go back? I guess everybody's here. You're going to tell them what's going on, right?
Would I happen to know,
What these things are?
yeah.
Are they some sort of relative
never-
of yours, Shale?
That's
You've never
insulting, and
laid
you take
eyes
that
on
back
them
now, you
before.
fucking elf.
These
I was hoping they were some-
blue, big jagged teeth.
Yeah, I had mine filed down, so I wouldn't have to deal with comments like that. You're racist.
Hey, easy, lads, easy.
All right. So,
But look like they're best avoided, certainly.
Yeah.
Probably don't want to tussle with anything we don't have to. Maybe if we can create some sort of sound distraction elsewhere where we are
I've
not
got a
going
great
to be.
idea. Why don't
Maybe
man,
you-
he's all
soft
about the
Sick.
distractions. He's all about the distractions. That's awesome.
Is he gonna?
Could we leave something here that will collapse in, say, if we were to build something with a trigger mechanism that we set on fire, so the trigger eventually burns away and then causes like a rock slide or something, that by the time we're a decent distance away, it attracts them to it and not towards where we are, which is going further away, seeking around, trying to get to the pipe leading up, presumably. I think that's what we're aiming for.
Everybody give me a raw 20, please.
Again.
Yeah.
Or it's not getting better, Owen.
I got an 18.
Nice.
Okay.
Maybe that could be awful. I don't know. We have no
Not,
context.
yeah,
whether
it's
this is good.
Is it
got
good? Is
13.
it bad?
Important house
Okay.
used, actually. What'd you get, Abe? What'd you get, Will?
Agent got 13.
Oh, 13. Yeah.
And what about you, Owen?
Natural 1.
Nice.
Attaboy. Well, I hope I
you.
don't have to use that. That would
Oh,
suck.
shit.
And a 9 from me. Chuck.
9.
9 from you. That's not too bad.
Thank God Josh and I
Alright.
here really just fuck everything up, eh?
So, everybody give me a constitution save.
Oh, good.
Oh no, this mist is poison.
I'm gonna use a coin. He
I wouldn't.
declares. You wouldn't?
Um,
Oh, okay. Well, the last time I didn't get poisoned by something that was really bad.
Yeah, I let you down. That's my fault. Now you're making me feel bad.
And
Oh.
I should have. I rolled a 3.
Oh, no.
Same.
Christ.
Twin.
10 for me.
Twin.
11.
It's
got three
non-prime as well, so I got. I
Alright.
got
Oh
4.
yeah, I got a 3, but it's prime, so I don't know what that is.
Oh my
Well,
God.
So,
I don't think the
anything
3
under
would have
a
helped in
7
bonus.
matters. So, if you've got under a 7, raise your hand.
He just
As you're
died.
thinking through this plan and you're talking about this rock slide thing, yeah, you are reminded again that you're dying as you absolutely lose all focused vision. And you and her both kind of sort of sit down for a minute. And you know that things have worsened a little bit. And then you kind of sit back up. So we have
Like I may have
approximately
sat on
40
one of
minutes.
those arrows.
Well, the curse is taking its toll.
Yeah.
You don't find the tome soon, you're going to die. So you can make out whatever elaborate thing you'd like to put here.
But it
Take
needs
your
to be
time.
fast.
It needs to be really fast.
I think
Okay.
maybe I could just give some of the cups from my pack to Odie. Odie, use your new bow. Just shoot the cups over in the corner to make a big loud
Yeah,
clattering
sure,
noise.
great.
Just in a corner and let's just run. Let's
That's a
just make a
better
big
plan.
noise
I
over
like it.
there.
Mine was too
Are there like
complicated.
yeah, there are like stalactites in here that we could knock down or anything?
Yes,
You said it's kind of like a cave.
it is a cave. Yeah.
Way better. Do that.
Okay.
know
This
how
whole
rocks work,
this
but,
whole place
like-
was pulled out of the ground. It's floating on.
So we're like underneath the building in like a cavern underneath it.
But it's still on the clouds. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, nice.
Crazy magic.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we pick a stalactite in the corner, other side of the room.
Yep.
Okay.
Far away from us. Make like a triangle, right? So we're here. We want to run up here. So fire like over there.
Right.
Can I confirm,
All right,
Chuck,
y'all make
there doesn't appear to be another way out of this room except the pipe?
Not from where you're standing at. Not
Cool.
from where you're standing at. No.
Then we're going
In
up
fact,
the
there's
pipe.
not technically. Yeah, there's technically. Well, so what happens is, you guys are going to start heading toward the pipe. You're going to get about halfway, and you couldn't see it before, but over to the right, you can look. What looks to be a tunnel that someone has dug out. They
better.
dug it out, right? Yes, and you take just enough time to check it out, and it literally leads out to open air.
Oh.
So whatever it was connected to before was left behind when they moved the thing up into the air.
All right, no, let's the pipe.
So
The pipe
you don't want to go down that tunnel at all. Right. Now, will note, though, he noticed there was looks like a group of regular dressed humanoids at some point that came out of that tunnel. And the tracks seem to follow the direction you guys are going. And guess what? It leads up to this stone pipe that's going up in the ceiling. It's at one point in time, it looks as if the lake in here, when it was still being full regularly, it would spill into this thing and be pushed up the pipe. Since the water, you didn't go across to check where the water is at, but clearly it is impended how much is coming in now, if any.
It's just rainfall now,
So
right?
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, so or really nothing. Actually, there's no rainfall, so it's just settled here. So what you've got is an empty pipe that you can climb into that used to be filled with boiling water, right?
Right.
The only problem is, and I'm going to send this over to you right now, is two of those guys are sort of standing there guarding that thing as you guys start approaching out of the mists. You see them, they see you, and they immediately just, no more, and they just start running at you. No more, yelling. And we're going to go into initiative.
No more. No more.
No more. We don't want any
No
more.
more.
Just
I want
one
less.
more.
No more.
Stab him with an arrow.
So what are you going to do, Odlin?
Oh,
You're in the back of the group. Well, you're second, actually, technically. So he's up ahead a little bit. You see him coming. Get clubs out. No more.
Do I attack or do I back up?
There's a picture on stream for you guys. So you can see what they look like.
Oh, yeah.
Just like a
I'm-
dwarf.
I take that personally now, Willie.
Yeah, actually, that's hurtfully true.
I don't know. Pointy ears looks a bit more like you.
Look, it doesn't
He's
do
for
either
sure
of you any
fighting.
favors.
Good lordy.
Oh my god.
What is
I know,
that?
right? You know what it's called?
No.
No more.
Oh,
No
That's its
more.
real name.
That's,
Because they go, no more.
they're just saying their own name.
The Pokemon.
They're not real. They're not the smartest.
I'm going to pull out a great ball from my pack. Let's catch
They're
him.
related to dwarves. so
Gotta catch him.
They're related to
oh,
what?
no
Oh,
rights.
fuck.
No rights to that. Okay, I'm gonna
Take
stop.
a spa. Yep.
That's it. Just shoot him with an arrow. One of those. Yeah, drop him.
Okay.
Drop him
do
while
I
it's hot.
notch
go.
up one of my fancy venom arrows.
Yeah, this
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Good
Yeah.
call.
I
Alright.
already
Yeah.
forgot about them. Like all the
Yeah.
rest of us were like,
I completely forgot about them.
I hadn't. I was suggesting that.
Okay, I
You
notch
better-
up one of my fancy venom arrows and
So you're gonna do a ranged attack. How about
Yep.
you, Will?
Oh boy, I think I also had this great idea. I'm going to shoot the other one with a fancy venom
Range.
arrow.
Smart.
How about you,
Smart.
Shell?
I'm gonna go for the melee attacks, but basically, if it looks like the fancy arrows aren't knocking them out, I'll be going in with the curvy snake sword.
And last but not least, Lord Kentucky. What are you gonna do?
Lord
Uh,
Kentucky.
I reckon. Look, if the other two have got their bows out, I'm gonna have a club ready to sort of intercept them because Kentucky really thinks these poison arrows are the way to go. And if it takes two shots, it takes two shots.
All right. They are, when you guys see them and they see you, they can reach you in 2 rounds. Well, technically, they could reach you in 1 round, but they can't take any action, right? They can just sprint, just run, right? So that's what but they don't move. They're not moving very fast. So their sprint still takes them 2 rounds to get to you. All right. Just so you know. Now, on the second round, they will be able to take an action. Right?
In that case, then if they're that far away, I might just sort of take more of a defensive stance in front of Odie and Willow, maybe pointing out, giving a bit of help where I can.
That would be
all right. So So basically, you guys, the 2 with bows, are going to get a free attack. So what's going to pull?
Yeah,
go ahead and
then
attack.
we'll help them. Yeah.
You guys look mean, or whatever.
Tucky and Shale once again just being like, "Yeah, you got this. Great job, lads."
Hey. Okay.
No respect on that name.
Shale looks mean. I look hungover.
How far are they from us?
Range wise, we'll call it about probably 40 feet by the time they get to you. You fire your bow.
Okay. I'm rolled 10.
I know that Odie doesn't like the number 40. So.
No.
You want a total of 10?
Now she's got the composite short bow. She's good for 70.
I rolled 4.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I inherited your curse. So
sounds like it.
So what is it? Because it's
so we waste 2 of the 5 arrows, just fly off into the dark.
Yeah.
So is that what I'm hearing? 2 misses?
As it strikes into the stone, you watch as the castle falls asleep and drops out of the sky.
Right.
All right. There's a lot of wind in here. We gotta adjust.
So it looks like we're going to be up.
Fellas.
So Odlin will be up now for rolling initiative. Oddie. Let's do it.
God damn it.
Now, what are you guys going to do? I should have asked them to. I know you guys are going to do melee. Are y'all going to try and fire again?
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta.
I think, yeah.
We're
I mean, assuming we win initiative, I guess.
Can we try and talk them
I've
down? Maybe
got a 9. I've got a 9.
9.
Number 9.
19.
Okay, so D12.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. Never mind.
I was like, that's
all
very
right.
good.
Yeah,
Like,
that's really good.
I don't know how she got it, but I'm not going to ask questions.
But if you're an archer,
Okay,
class, it's a +4,
I got an 11.
Nice.
well, that's bloody good. You did good. Very good. All right, we're going to start off with you guys. So range, take your attacks first because you can shoot, and they'll probably hit as those guys are running up.
Well, you see, you say that.
I got faith.
All right, I'm going to take your faith and not use my challenge coin.
Oh,
No.
no.
Use the coin.
Okay,
Sure.
I'll use my coin.
First he thinks that it might be a good idea to use the
See,
poison.
I shouldn't have used my coin. I would have hit with that. That's a 21, 24.
Hey, someone got a bonus of D4 for Josh in the
D4.
chat.
Thank you very much, Avis.
Thank you, Avis.
We happy to use that the same, so it's just a D4 wherever I want to add it, Chuck?
Yeah, I don't care.
Hell yeah.
Can I spend channel points on myself to get a D4? It feels like I shouldn't be allowed
Sure.
to do that. No, I don't
I
think
do
I
it
should
all-
be allowed to do that.
I've never
I do it.
allowed it, but
No,
if
I
Chuck's
agree.
fine
No,
with
no.
it.
I didn't.
Really?
No, it feels wrong.
Oh,
I'll save it to use on the Humblewood.
Players aren't
next-
allowed to use it on themselves or the people in the game they're in.
Yeah,
They are,
that's
however,
we
allowed
have
to
the
use
same
it on
rule at the
other
Lost
games.
Archives.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in the stream, you
See,
can't
now-
use it basically.
What if it was for paid subs? I bet you'd let it go then, wouldn't you?
Oh, if it was
No.
paid subs, yeah, absolutely.
No, I don't. I
Feels
don't.
like
I've
nah.
got
No, actually, I wouldn't because I really don't want to encourage my players to pay me money to play on my channel.
Fair.
Not that
Yeah, no,
any
I've got a
of
flat
them are
rule.
actually subbed.
no. I
You're right, small town.
I won't spend it. I'll save that for Humblewood next Humblewood session, Josh.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
fair.
you. Valid.
Whoever needs it most next Humblewood session.
I mean, they'll all want it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll roll a d4 to see who gets it.
Cool. Well, thank you, Avis. I will use it.
Well,
Creepy. Or creepy
Look at
cat,
that.
however.
they're
There it
rolling
is.
on in here.
This is why we let the audience
Aw,
do it,
thank
Chuck,
you,
because
Creepy.
then they'll just do it.
Thank you,
Oh
Creepy.
yeah. I'm blame 'em. All right.
All right, am I shooting my second poison arrow? I think so, because
Yes,
Oh, you got the
please.
bow now.
yeah, I rolled an 18 this time, so that's +2, and for the short bow, so that's dirty 20.
What's your dex as well?
23.
23, yes.
Nice.
And it's
The short bow's a D8.
thank you. Oh goodness! And I got an 8.
Hell yeah.
I got a 3 for damage on mine.
All right. So 8 and 3.
Hey, but sleepy arrows, they hit. That's
The
all we
sleepy
need. Right?
arrows.
One sleepy
These guys
arrow
don't
is
look
enough
like
to
they have
take out.
crazy good con saves.
Yeah, they don't look mechanically
Now-
quite like dwarves.
A 19 didn't save me, so
Audie, was you shooting left or right?
Let's say
Please
right.
don't shoot the same one.
Okay. And Willow, what was you shooting? What was you shooting?
I would, just like the snakes before, I was shooting the one on the left.
All right. So y'all split, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. They rush up to swing their clubs at the other two of your party members. So if Shell and Kentucky will take your attacks, go ahead.
go. That is a 5 for initiative. Oh, do we need that? No.
We don't need initiative.
I thought we rolled initiative already.
Oh yeah, that's what
I
thought.
don't think I announced it before.
Shoot the attack.
I think Chuck just has one of us roll initiative and the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one of you. We're
Gotcha.
doing group. You take turns. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Kentucky it got a 14 on the dice, and with his club, which is a simple +1, so 15. Is it primary, non-primary? Does that matter? Because strength is not a primary for me.
It doesn't matter about that. It's not a check. So you just go with whatever your bonuses are on the strength
Yeah.
and roll.
So
All right. So you rolled a 15 total.
I might burn that D4 just for safety.
Okay.
Adding a further 3 to it.
All right. All right. Their AC is 17, just so you know. Good job.
Think that's what I got. Yay!
Very good. That was smart. All right. So you hit, and go ahead, Shell.
So I rolled a 15 as well. I rolled exactly the same as Josh, and with the bonus is 15. I also just rolled a D4 as soon as Josh said he was doing it. I was like, oh, that's probably a good call.
Alright.
I got a 2,
Alright.
which takes it up to
Oh,
17.
that's good. Good call,
exactly.
though. Good call.
I was sitting like, oh, that was so
Nice,
close.
creepy, very nice, Abyss. Good on you,
Thank you,
champions.
creepy. Thank you.
All right. How much damage you do, Kentucky? Oh, I need to close.
I got a 4 on the dice +1, 5.
I got a 9 on the dice +2, so that's 11, which I believe is going to inflict bleed as well.
Yeah, it is. Destroy this poor guy.
So how much damage did you do,
I got 5.
Kentucky? And then I'm gonna
11.
wait for him. That 11. All right. So that's going to do 1 point of bleeding per round, which will stack. So if you hit, all right. So 11 points of damage. The one in
I like
front
this
of
new
you,
sword.
Kentucky.
It's a good sword.
One in front of you, Kentucky, takes the blow, and he returns. He reprises.
Right.
Oh,
It's
the
a
19.
riposting.
Yeah, he's going to hit you.
Yep.
And he's going to hit you with that club. That club's going to do some decent damage. Kentucky's going to take the brunt of it.
Skin.
I know. You're going to take 7 points. I rolled really good. That puts you down to 12.
Well,
You feel it. You feel it as he
I
hits you
do.
hard. The other guy,
ow. Oh,
he fights off the blow from Shell. He comes in with his club. Just as he comes up almost at you, you see his eyes roll in the back of his head. And he collapses on the ground in front of you. All right. The other one fights through it. He makes his save. Okay. So we'll go to the next round. Josh, you'll be up rolling again. What are you two going to do? You see the one that's fighting Kentucky is struggling against this poison. Plus, he also took damage. The other one just drops.
I move into flanking position and
Yes, you'll have a +2. Yeah.
throw another dagger at him. Got a couple of those.
You'll get a. Oh, you're going to throw the dagger. I'm sorry. You wouldn't get a bonus for flanking. Yeah, that's fine though. Sure. You're going to try to just flank him and throw your dagger. And what are you going to do, Willow? You going to do another ranged or?
Can I get behind him with offensive focus and hit him with my axe?
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully hit.
Okay, so you want to try to do melee then, and then Shale, you're doing melee, and then I'm sure that Kentucky's going to focus on the one he's fighting. That sound about right, everybody?
Want to melee, but I
right, he ain't got much choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, roll initiative, and I have got a 4, and that would be on Shale. You're next. No, wait, did you just roll, Josh?
I have not, but
It's your go. It's your go then. I knew what you were
11.
saying. I just didn't know if you would.
Oh, yes,
buddy?
Josh.
Okay, well, you won. All right, so we'll start with the range attacks first. If you're throwing a dagger, firing a bow, that would be Odlin, I think. I think Odlin's the only one that's still throwing a dagger.
It's just the dagger.
Be rude.
Okay. I'm doing my best. So that's what? 9. So that's a 10 plus 3, and it's prime. So that's 13. It's not great. Sorry.
Okay.
I think 17 was our goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
One of the viewers has just redeemed 8,000 points for you and Will. I don't know who that person is. I don't know. It
Wait
pays
a
to lurk,
minute.
folks. It pays to lurk.
I recognize that username.
He's a nice
Seen
guy.
him
That
before in
dude
my
is.
life. He's a very kind person. Who's that for?
Yes, very kind.
Odalin and
Yeah, the other two. Yeah,
Okay.
it just occurred to
everybody
me.
gets
Oh,
one.
I can spin some of these. Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm flanking him.
You-
No, I don't. I don't get to use back attack for that, do I?
No, I
'Cause
think
you're
back attack
throwing.
has to be melee. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
does it?
melee. And if you want to come
Oh,
up behind
okay.
him and go, "Hurr!" You know,
I,
you
got,
can do that.
I back attacked him with a ranged earlier, but that may have just been I fucked up.
I think sneak attack is different from backstab. I think that's where I'm getting confused.
I think because you did sneak attack, didn't you, Joshy?
I did not. That's at level 5.
Oh.
Rogues get that,
Oh.
or level 4 or something. It's above level.
Oh, that's where we got
Yeah.
confused. Okay, so yeah.
Back
Is
attack
back
does
attack
require
melee
close
or is it
quarters.
shooting him in the back, and it's called back attack. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
that was-
when making a back attack, a rogue must use a close quarters melee weapon.
ah,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
my
Oh, the
apologies.
sneak
weapon must
attack
be
opens up
shorter
the-
than the character's arm.
Yeah,
That makes
Oh.
sense.
That makes sense.
yeah, that's what it is. I could not remember, and that, of course, I'm not bragging or anything. I'm old, but 48 years of systems have got me all screwed up. I can't keep track of that stuff. I usually just make the rules up this day at this point. But anyway, yeah. So you can still throw it though. You can still hit him. You know.
Just a little. Yeah. Flings the dagger.
Okay.
Doesn't do much, but it does annoy him, and that's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is the main thing.
The
Did you
most
do any
important
damage at
thing.
all? Did you
Well,
hit?
She got a 13 to hit.
I got a 13.
so
Is
not.
So that's a
No.
hit. So what's your total
it
damage?
is? Oh, okay. Let me see.
Oh no, that wouldn't be a hit. You're right. It would bounce
We
off.
thought it was
You're right.
17.
You're right. It is. I'm wrong. Okay, yeah. So it clear. It doesn't touch him, but it does slightly annoy him. Though. You are correct. He's like, that dagger goes by. And then we'll leave with the 3 me attacks. So you 3 can swarm him. Go ahead, go for it. Avert
That's
your
not
eyes,
very
Odlin. It's gonna be savage, I think.
It's not very good.
Sloth.
9.
23.
Yay!
See it.
Yay. I did.
I love the and my axe.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe.
Right?
Everybody misses him, and then he just hears someone whisper in his ear,
And,
"You
And
could
my
look
axe."
like a tree."
Has anyone told you you look like a birch?
No,
I'm
Josh!
terribly sorry about this.
You've heard of the anti-paladin? We have got the anti-lumberjack. That's right.
Oathbreaker lumberjack. Yeah.
Actually, it would be Oathbreaker. Yeah. Anyway,
Doing 13 damage.
Holy
Nice.
shit.
so tell me how you kill him.
Hey, thank goodness.
Hey.
Like a tree.
Yeah, I
Like a
think
tree. Leave.
With some tree.
seeing Kentucky like in danger, Will really like jumps to life, throws down the bow, grabs his axe, and I think just goes a full sideways lumberjack chop, and just digs it straight into the side of this thing, kind of spilling its guts out, and just cutting off a huge section of like its torso.
Nice.
All right. So you guys will. They don't have any treasure on them, of course, and you don't want to fight any more of them. There's actually a whole tribe down there. So y'all move into the pipe.
We are going quickly.
Inside the pipe, someone was smart enough when they built it to actually build in rungs. They're not actual ladder rungs; they're indentions you can climb, and you can climb up this pipe.
Much happier.
There's enough of you that know how to climb here to get the other person up, so I'm not going to waste
Thank
time
you.
with that. Climb up. You will come out into a room that is definitely made of. The walls here are made of bedrock. Immediately, the dwarf knows this, and they are dwarven fashion. This looks to be some sort of an area where they created things. A forge, perhaps? It looks like what this pipe did was it piped up water up to the forge. And at that point in time, the room is in disarray. There's no one here as far as living goes. There are two large, what look to be, they look to be almost like just large humans. I don't want to call them, they're not ogres. They look like human beings, but they're 10 foot tall in this room. Both of them have got on what appears to be thick leather aprons. They look like someone who would work at a forge, right? And they're standing over to the side, and they've got their arms down on either side of them, and they're completely checked out. They're just.
Oh, great.
And you go over and look at them. They don't look to be breathing, but their eyes are open, and they're just staring into space.
If we hold up a little bit of light, does the pupil respond? Oh, okay. I think we just... Do we just leave them? Keep looking for the
Ignore
book?
it. Just leave them alone.
Just ignore them?
They're not hurting anybody. Leave them be. Maybe stab them with an arrow. I don't know.
No. Let's Rex hunt them. Let's just give them a kiss and throw them back.
I'll look for a book. I'm not going to kiss them. I'm looking
There
for,
is
hopefully a book.
There is two doors leading out of this room, two double doors. One at the far end of the chamber. It's sort of a rectangular chamber long. One at the far end and one up here. Those guys are kind of standing in the middle, halfway down. You can pick door A or door B, whichever you like.
Can I see tracks going any which way? Either which way?
There are muddy tracks going to the second door, or the first door, actually. First door. From the pipe.
Okay, I think I probably would follow those ones and say,
No, he's
Okay.
whoever climbed up the pipe before came this way. If this is the way we want to go,
The footprints. Will. What do they look like? Are they like human footprints? Are they those long prints we saw before?
well, let me just tell you.
Hope not.
They look like a group of adventuring party footprints is what it looks like.
Kind of seems like a group not too dissimilar to us, to be honest.
Right.
Not
Well
exactly
put. I
what
wish
it
I
is.
could have thought of that. It's good. Not exactly. No, that would be too suspicious.
In fact,
Will picks up his
Now
foot
that you
again and
mention
like
it.
looks at his boot and he's like,
no.
Right.
One of them
It's
had a
got written-
Cuban heel.
Yeah.
Cuban.
Retractable heels. No.
Yeah.
Right?
Retractable stilettos.
Yes. One of them had Woody written on, had Andy written
Will.
on it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, are you going to use your your roll to go forward. It's not been broken yet. I'm still going to let you use it if you want to scout ahead with you rolled a 23 earlier.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll sneak.
Okay, so
I'm healthy.
he'll open the double doors. It looks like it's a hallway leading to another set of double doors. He'll go up to those. He'll listen. Don't hear anything. You'll grab the door and you'll be like, you'll open the door and it's kind of like, oh. You'll shut it like that. And kind of look forward and look in. And what you're going to see is a large hall. Think like a feast hall, right? Going all the way down this way. And this way it goes so far, but the wall's gone and it's an open to the outside. The wind's whistling. You can see the sky and occasionally stuff, whatever's left, will kind of get picked up and pulled out into the air. So you know that you guys should probably go down the other door and come out. If you step out of this one, I'm going to have you roll to fight being pulled outside in the 1,000-foot drop.
Of that first. Okay, let's do the other one.
So do you shut the door back and tell them?
I very, very quietly
hold
shut the door.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah, that.
You shut the door. You go back to him. No, it's really,
That
really
one's full of snakes. We don't like that one.
Oh, there's no way we're gonna go tangle with
That's
snakes.
his new thing for everything. He does. Snakes.
Yep.
That's
Oh.
great.
So done with snakes today.
Had enough
pass.
of the snakes.
Also heights.
Right?
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Think of it.
snakes and heights, two least
Yeah.
favorite
It
things.
was like a big ledge covered in snakes. You wouldn't have liked it.
The trees there too.
Yeah,
Willow,
there
you would
was
have
some
hated it.
Angry snake.
The
in
bones.
tree.
The bones.
Yeah.
There's any flying snakes up here. I'm gone.
Oh god.
Oh. Like made
Anyway,
of wood.
you guys go to.
What are you scared of, Oddie?
Double
What's
doors.
your fear? We know ours.
Now?
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good
wait,
question.
I'm trying to think. What is she afraid of? Probably some oh, the undead, which she's turning into.
Oh, no.
You're really going to dislike yourself soon. You'll need therapy.
Yeah,
Anyway.
she's gonna look in a mirror and just be like, ah!
You suck. No, I love you. No, I hate you. Anyway, so you go down to these double doors, and you realize when you get down there that you didn't even hear a description. You didn't even pay attention to what was in the room or anything. You were so shocked at seeing the whole side of this mountain gone.
Yeah.
So you look at them and you open the door. It's open very silently, very well, nice and greased. Right.
Please no
You're
snakes.
waiting.
Please no snakes.
You look in, and it's this large hallway. Way down the far end is the opening, the outside, right? Here, what furniture was not pulled out because it was farther down is still here. It looks like some sort of a feast hall, like I was saying. And there's no snakes. But interestingly enough, at the far end is a set of double doors that are a little bit taller than these. They look to be stone. They've been very intricately carved. They've got jewels in them, gems, some sort of words in a language you don't recognize. Very decorative door at the very far end. In this room are large amounts of blood on the walls and floors, and you can look and see what looks to be about 6 humanoids laying on the ground in different positions, dead.
Nothing.
Looks as if a
Oh.
battle was fought, and whoever lost was left here laying dead. You found your missing adventuring party that you kind of tracked.
Great.
Something here killed them.
It's just not very well
that's
for
great.
us.
Now, here's the worst part of it.
Good.
You're looking around. Well, as you're looking around, because you kind of enter the room, we know you're going to enter the room because you're in a hurry. I'm trying to find your time's running out, blah, blah, blah. Only a few of them have their weapons pulled. Some of them still have their sword sheath, that kind of thing. But from looking at what you see here, it looks as if they all tore each other apart.
Oh. Well, that's
Yeah.
slightly more
I
positive.
glance at the elves suspiciously.
No.
Yeah. So something happened here that caused them to set upon each other. And not in a normal way. They savagely.
Yeah.
Like one minute they're eating roast duck, the next minute they're eating roast bard or whatever, you know.
Well,
Sorry.
if we have to go through this room to get elsewhere, if we just go through one at a time, and the rest of us stay back.
Let's all
Then-
let's all make a promise not to kill each other for the next 5 minutes.
Pinky promise.
Just for the next 5 minutes.
Look, I'm not making. I don't know what the rest of this day will bring, but Like,
Yeah,
probably
I
not.
would
I'm
never
just
lay
like,
a hand
it
on
seems
you
to be
guys.
relevant right now.
If anything,
You've got
Audie's.
this-
If anything,
You've got the
Audie's
store-
gonna. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, you go. I want to hear
No,
it.
I was saying if anything, Audie's gonna make them promise to kill her if she turns into an undead thing, so she doesn't just
Right?
sit there screaming 24/7 in terror.
Fair.
Put the mirror away. Anyway, so you do notice down at the far end, there is a chunk of that mountain still sticking out with what looks like there's another way out on the other side, but you would have to run and jump about 15 feet across to that piece of stone that's sticking out over the side of that big opening. I'm sure it'd be fine if you've got good dexterity. If you want to go down and check that door out, or you can go to the grand door in the end right here. That's very nice and decorative and all that.
Yeah, look, like we're dying of slowly necrotic curse. I'm just gonna head for the double door. I'm not dexterous. I'm not jumping across a gap.
So
Just
Shell takes off heading for the door, and
Let's just go for it.
As he stumbles and falls to the ground, and he grabs his legs for just a moment. He just says, they're hurting. And you look up at your party members, your friends, hey, help me here. And they're all looking at you strange. And you look down, and the whole right-hand side of your arm is literally starting to turn into necrotic flesh. You can see the bone coming up out of it now, too. And you're just kind of freaked out about it. And you look up at him, and you can see that he hasn't noticed it yet, but literally the flesh on the left-hand side of Will's face is starting to literally just die now. And you realize that the death is upon you. So you struggle to get up, telling them, we got to go, right? And you guys will kind of look at each other and realize, hopefully there's something out in that other room. So you go to the double doors. The double doors are shut. Do you want to check for traps?
Oh, no time for that.
You just pull it open?
I'm just, yeah. Yeah,
All right.
let's
So
go.
y'all pull it open. Before you appears to be a set of marble stairs going up. They're going up for good ways, probably a good 30 feet up in the air to a landing. Up above, you can't see what's up on the landing, but you can see the wall behind it up there. And it appears to be a giant eye with stars around it. Okay? And for just a second, the little thing that you stuck in the portal kind of reminds you of that. You realize this is sort of a more decorative version of that little thing that powered the portal. You never thought of it as an eye before, but oh yeah, okay, I can see that. Anyway, you guys go stumbling up the stairs, trying to get up there. And when you guys get to the very top up there, before you appears to be a altar. Okay, this altar has got a bunch of crystals on it. Has anybody ever seen any of the old Superman movies? I don't know if you've ever seen them or not before, but up in the cave of Superman, you can push the crystals to have different things work. It's exactly how this is. These are crystals they're lit up. All right, and there's a combination here. And I'm assuming that Shell's not going to give a shit. He's just going to start pushing shit down, trying to get it to work, whatever, right?
Shale's generally pretty careful with anything that looks like it might be a magical trap.
This is a Kentucky job.
Yeah, this is a Kentucky job.
Unlike the door that you just ripped open, that was very nice and decorative with words on it.
No worry about doors. Doors very rarely are magical when they're like, if it was glowing, different story.
Really?
But when you got glowing crystals,
Fair.
and it's crystals, Shale's going to be careful with crystals.
He loves crystals.
Okay. All right. So you stopped then. I apologize for rushing.
Unbalance my
stopped.
chakras like that. Unbelievable.
Yeah, no. And you're looking at it. And we're going to go to initiative, I guess.
Uh-oh. This doesn't bode well.
As the crystal monster emerges from the wall.
How dare you touch
No.
me gently?
Nope. Not at all.
Put away
I
the
need.
picture of the dude.
I wanted to just be jammed in there.
Yeah, just put back the cloud picture if you want or whatever. So I need for Shell, or I need for Shell would be next. Roll group initiative.
6.
All right. And the reason why I'm having you roll for this is you guys get surprised.
Oh.
All right. So I will get one free attack this round, and then we'll roll another initiative for that person.
Yeah.
Will, your brain has been consumed. Attack one of your
Uh-oh.
party members.
Am I being charmed?
No, you're being turned into the undead.
Oh,
You would
okay.
like to hate them.
Who's closest to me?
Your
I
pick.
mean, emotionally, me, but
I think you're probably right. I think you're probably right.
Oh man.
Yeah, I turned to Kentucky and I'm just like, whoa, geez, I'm real sorry, sir.
Kentucky, what you hear is,
oh.
and he
okay,
just
I
goes
get
for
it.
you.
you're very
Now,
much
now you're
fired.
just gonna attack. You're just gonna attack physically, not with your sword. You're
Okay.
just trying to
Oh, you're looking
think
real
brains.
delicious right
You
now.
want
Kentucky.
brains.
Oh, okay.
I've
well,
got
I
some
rolled a
Kentucky Fried
2,
Brains.
which is good. Which I guess would just be
He's
7.
gonna cook them.
Oh, funny. Some funny shit.
That's what I'm here
so
for.
yeah,
is
I
the
think I'm trying to
occasional
like
witty comment.
grab onto Kentucky, but my arm is like too necrotized. It's just like
Right.
I grab onto him and all the fingers just kind of like snap backwards
Oh.
and fall back and
Do
just
you
like
hit him?
click back.
But do you
No,
touch
at
him?
a 7? At a 7? No.
Ah, damn it. Okay, just now you do have level drain. I will get to that in a minute. But anyway, all right. So no, I'm joking. Everybody's like,
Level drain.
Well, then let's go.
are y'all
baby.
familiar with that anyway? Does anybody know what that? That's
Yeah.
old school.
And
Anyway,
strength drain from like shadows. Level drain seems like the next level.
well, that's
Seems
that's how it
worse.
started. Was level drain. Then it kind of
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
drain
So
the
I'm bringing it
experience
back.
from someone. Yikes.
All right, so you hit him, you miss, you kind of flail, and immediately Kentucky, you realize that he has lost his mind. So what do you guys want to do as we go into this last little bit here?
Can I shove him away and run?
You
I-
sure can, certainly can.
I'm gonna shove him away and run after Shale.
All right.
Can I, maybe, as long as Odlin is with me, I would like to like knock over a bookcase to slow him down on the way through, if possible. Otherwise, I just keep running. It's
Oh
it's
yeah,
about
if
speed.
people start running, she's picked up that generally you don't stop and wait. To
Oddy, you
ask
know how you
questions of what's
hate
going
like
on.
that thing that you really, you know how I feel about snakes and you feel about other things. Well, maybe we should run. Run. Don't worry about
Run!
Will. He's fine.
Ah! Okay.
We'll stay in
Okay,
guard
so-
the rear.
So you're running as well, Shale, right? Or you stay in the
Yeah.
crystals?
I'm with the crystals, but like as soon as this sort of stuff starts to go, Shale throws away
Right,
the
you're just
careful,
like,
careful crystals and just grabs the 3 nearest and just puts them
Okay.
whatever he's there, just whatever's nearest.
So
puts it into.
Your choices at this time is to either go down the stairs back out in the big hallway and try the
Yep.
other hop across, or try and see if there's another way out of this room. You don't see anything immediately, but of course you really haven't looked. You guys just
Yeah.
got here.
Oh.
I won't attack
Yeah.
him. I'm gonna focus on figuring out what's around me, what our options are, and if there's anything I can do with
All
the
right.
crystal dice, I'm gonna do that.
Roll me I need for you and Odlin to roll me a. What's the chances for secret doors for half elves? That's the one I can't remember. on your build.
Spot
I could
hidden
probably look.
doors is wisdom.
+2 wisdom.
So
I-
both of you give me a check for that. I know it's passive, but I'm gonna have you roll just because I didn't do it.
Wisdom?
I meant to do it when you
So
put
minus
So that
1 for.
a D20 or what am I rolling?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be just a check. Yep. You'll add your level. You'll add your ability bonus, and what you roll, and yeah, any other bonuses you get.
Am I doing that as well? Did you say?
Are you a half elf? Are you
I'm
elven?
not. I'm not Elven. No.
No. Then you're gonna run in terror.
Yep.
Oh
I
yeah,
assume-
so what,
I'm only trying to spot brains at this point.
Yeah, I think
I don't know why you even attacked him, but anyway, that's another story. Go ahead.
You've got a
Um,
D4 bonus as well, Malika.
Oh, okay. Yes, I
Oh,
do.
that's right. She does. Yeah, I completely
That's-
forgot about
Someone
that.
very kind in the chat gave it to her. I don't know who.
Oh, there's some great people out there in the
Yeah.
chat.
I should have
Fantastic.
used that to bite you for sure.
Yes, yes.
Oh
That's
man, I
what,
wish you would have.
15,
That'd been awesome.
18. That's with bonuses and including that D4. It's. Do I have to roll a D4? Sorry.
Yes.
Yes, roll the
Yeah,
D4.
you don't just get 4.
that'd be nice.
It's kind of rude.
Well, I do because I just rolled a 4.
Well, you won.
With
yeah,
bonuses-
smarty.
Then I'll just shut up. I'll be over here.
Yeah,
Darlets.
we'll just go stab ourselves with the sleeping arrows and pass
Yeah.
out again. I reckon. then.
Fuck it.
I'm sorry. It's you don't get moments like that to be obnoxious, like with absolutely. It
No,
just
no, you
lined
gotta
up.
take it when it happens. Yeah,
It
yeah. No.
lined up too well for me. Okay, so with that for D4, and the bonuses, I get 21 total.
Yes.
All right, you hear her scream, "Back there!" You remember how I told you there was a big eye on the back wall? Just below it, she makes out. She can see that there is a little bit of an indentation. There's got to be something there. She points and screams. You guys all run, but I do get an opportunity attack. Or, I'm sorry, Will does. So, Will, get an opportunity attack. And since they're fleeing from you, you'll get +2 since they're in front of you, running away from the back.
That's a 10 plus, I guess, 5. So
What's
15.
this level drain I hear about?
You're about to
never heard
find
that
out, I
before?
suspect.
Level drain was back in like 2.0 and 3.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. I'm just
It's
wondering
in here,
whether
Josh.
it'll be applying
It works.
to Agent anytime soon.
Oh, no. Actually,
No, I
that's better
think
than
he's
that.
going to apply it to you, is what I'm
yeah,
hearing.
yeah.
Yes. And so, unfortunately, Josh, he manages to hit you. So he's going to claw you. He's going to do 1d2. So flip a coin, whatever you want to do.
1.
Hey.
All right, you take 1 point of damage. You're in good shape. Except
I'm not.
you immediately turned into the same creature he is.
Oh.
No!
So
Keep running, delicious
you guys
brain.
exactly. So y'all are running.
I like how you
don't
get
even
his
realize-
voice as
realize
well.
you're probably not even stopping
That's
to
the
pay
zombie
attention.
infection.
Dale's
That's
hauling
like his
ass toward the
voice.
secret door. All right, Odlin's hauling ass toward the secret door, and they're hauling ass towards you two. Brains, their food, right? All right, you get to the secret door. Shell, Odlin, you come up behind him. Odlin, you turn and you see what has happened, and there comes Kentucky and Willow coming right at you. I'm assuming one of you is going to try to open this door, right? Which one is going to be? You, maybe?
I'm happy to
Just
do
try
it,
and
yeah.
find-
Because
try and-
then Cheryl can
All
just
right.
run even faster. Get out
Give
of
me
here.
a wisdom check. Give me a wisdom check.
Oh, it shouldn't be me if
and-
it's wisdom.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do wisdom or intelligence. Your choice. I'll just do either one.
Well, wisdom's a -1, so I'll go intelligence.
Damn, I shouldn't have
Intelligence
opened
a
my
primary
mouth. Okay,
stat.
fine.
That's going to be
just say-
19 prime.
19 prime.
19 prime.
You search for the trigger to get the door open, and you're looking and looking and looking, and you can't figure it out. You know, it's just
Fuck.
you thought there'd be a switch or something here. There is definitely a door here, but you can't. Then you realize probably one of the crystals.
Turn around. Back at the crystals. Well, they're now behind
So do
us,
you like
right?
shove
Back at me.
Odlin toward them and run to the crystal?
Oh,
joking.
no, I don't
What was
do
it?
that.
The
I'm
Walking
gonna,
Dead. What was that guy's name? I can't remember that guy's name. Where the guy he shot him, so he would fall on the zombies, but eat him while he took off running.
No, I'll call out to Odlin. I'll be like, I'm going to get in the way of them, get a crystal, just grab all of them and bring them over here. I'm going to
Okay.
get in the way of them, and hopefully they can't hit me. I think they'll have a hard time
Yeah,
hitting me,
no,
and
no,
they'll have
that's
hits
fine.
at you. And I'll just stand in
would-
front, arms bared, to try and like hit someone that could run around and get the crystals.
All
Okay.
right.
So is that the plan?
I'm just
Yeah.
I'm gonna be meat shield for Odlin.
All right. Roll me an initiative. We'll let Will roll against you guys. We'll let actually Odlin, you roll for you and him, and then Will,
Yeah.
you roll for you and for Kentucky.
Oh.
I just love this image
rolling?
of zombie Will in a red
Okay.
jacket, red plaid jacket, coming up the stairs, thriller style.
Yeah, they're synchronized.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
100%.
God! Oh God!
My, you're looking mighty delicious.
That's not the monologue.
Three's
What
the
is
number to beat.
something ghouls from every tomb are crawling into seek your doom. That's the
Yeah.
line from Thriller. Anyway, I rolled an
These
11.
ghouls from every
Every
tomb are
tomb.
closing in to seal your
Seal your doom.
Seal your doom.
All right. So you rolled 11. So you guys can go before them because they're moving kind of slow anyway, a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, probably not, but whatever. So he gets in front of them. Bite me! Bite me! What the shit?
Specifically using the shield to try and hold him off. I'm trying to do sort of not like a shield blow. I can't do a shield wall because there's not enough of me, but essentially just
No,
trying to
there's not.
basically. I need 4 of
You're
me
like
to
a
do
shield.
that.
You're gonna do a shield section.
Yeah, just
Panel,
essentially
a
try and
panel.
be in the way.
Meanwhile,
Right.
Artie's
All right.
running around to wherever I need to go to get the crystals.
Just on the
Artie, there
dice
are-
behind us.
There are 12 crystals here. varying shades of light glowing.
Mhm.
Roll me a d12.
I thought all of us are just like holding our breath for this D12.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. Are you going to press more than one at a time? Because you've got, you don't have to just press one. You can press a bunch of them if you want. It's up to you. I just need to know how many you're pressing. Shell's like,
Sure. She's presses like several.
you want to roll me? You can do up to 6. So you want to do 6?
Yeah, let's do 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll me 5 more
Okay.
d12s.
It's like she's playing
Or,
some sort of like hand
hop
pan.
it, yeah.
Twist it.
And if you
Yeah.
need help, we can get the other
Hop
guys
it.
to roll. Everybody roll a d12. We'll help her out.
Bite it. Tear it. Rip it. As the
Everybody
undead
roll a
start coming
d12
through.
and give her your number.
Brains.
3.
Oh,
9.
7.
9.
3, 9, 6, 7.
So that was 3,
Ooh.
9,
It's sticking
6,
with-
7, 3, 9, 6, 7,
Okay.
4, and
Shit.
oh, that was 4 again. Come on, something different, please.
Reroll.
Wildfire rolled a 12.
Sure, we'll take that.
All right.
3,
Okay.
9, 6, 7, 4, and 12.
All
Never
right.
take a 1 or
So-
a 12.
So what I was looking for was a string of 4 numbers connected. All right.
Oh.
Oh, oh no.
And you got really close.
Close.
Really close. But you're missing a 5 or an 8. So she
Great.
presses them all down, and the door opens. Secret door.
Secret door. Secret tunnel.
Oh.
While this is going on, though, we got to resolve what happens with Shell. Shell?
Brains.
You're just purely going defense. Are you going to try to do like a?
Dodge.
Probably with these two, you would probably want to do a dodge, I guess, right?
I was thinking that basically.
Okay. All right then. So we're going to do a dodge. And then that's gonna
Actually,
be
would a
plus 4
parry
your
make
AC.
sense? Because I'm not doing an attack or initiative.
Yeah.
Because my plan isn't to fight. I'm just here to hold them off, basically.
Right. No, that's not a bad plan. So plus 4. Yeah,
I
I think
see.
the dodge. I think plus 4 is against. Oh no, that's evade. So parry. Yeah, you could do that.
Do you reckon that's what it is? Because it says no attack or initiative. Well, that's right. I'm
You're
not
right.
really going to do any of that.
You're right. Yeah, my guys don't hardly ever do that at my table at the house.
That takes me up to an
All
AC
right
of
then. So I
20,
got to try. You
come
guys
on.
got to try to hit
First
him.
shot.
So what's your AC going to be?
16 normally, so that's 20 now.
20 AC for you two to hit.
Nay chance. I got a 7.
Okay. How about you?
14.
Rolling comes in clutch.
Oh my.
Oh.
Is that with bonuses?
Yeah. Can't even hit him with the D4.
Okay. All right. So
I'm going to give
Adi,
you a bardic
And
inspiration.
I'm
for this.
out of challenge points.
you press all those crystals. The door opens. You turn and you tell Shell. Shell is clearly now fallen into the curse as she starts to begin to change and turn and ignore them as they're trying to well on her. What do you do?
Fucking piss.
What is the distance between me and the door at this point?
Too far.
10 feet.
10
Too
feet.
far?
No, it's
Secret door. I mean, you can. At this point, I will tell you, you should probably run.
yeah, she's gonna
The curse is
run.
Join us, Shodi.
Well, she's
No, sorry.
she's-
Join us, Shodi. I forgot we get the
I'll-
voice too.
I'm trying to get my bearings. Are they between
One
me?
of us.
So you're here.
Listen-
That's fair. You're here. Behind you's the secret door. There's the eye. They're over here. Jail was kind of like, no. And then finally he just gets overcome by the curse and turns at you as you see this.
So
you've got the
if
door here open and them here.
I vault over, basically vault over the table and bolt for the door.
Okay. All right. And you get over to the door and you get through the door.
hmm
And do you bother to try to get the door Well, actually, the door will shut on its own after a little while, but it doesn't matter. So you run through the door. They come after you. All right. Now, as you walk through this door, you step into this next room. This room is outside. It's a large platform grate with holes through it, like mesh wire. You can see the clouds below you, right? It's like a catwalk. It goes around this whole place. And as you step out, you see it. You're like, whoa, for just a minute, right? And you hear them coming, and the door is not closed. So you look left, you look right, and you see the catwalks going this way. It goes around the corner that way, back towards the direction you guys came across originally. You want to go right or you want to go left?
Well, I'll stick with what I've been doing this whole game. I will go right.
All right, fair enough. So you will haul ass to the right. When you go around that corner, you barely catch yourself as a part of the catwalk here over time has been destroyed, I guess, over age. So I'm going to have you roll me a dex check real fast, please.
We're going to get
Actually, I take that back. No, never mind about that. You don't have to roll one. You got a 19. You jump across to the other side of it, right? And when you land on the other side, you can see what appears to be another door that looks like it's going up a stairwell to the top of this dome up here. Okay. All right. You check the door. The door's unlocked. You don't see them yet. You go in the door, and about halfway up, it basically opens up with glass, right, leading into this dome. So as you go running up the top of those stairs, you can look out. You can see your party members coming around the corner, and they're literally just falling into that hole and plummeting to their death.
Oh, shit.
Great.
Yeah, they're just falling off. They're just going off, right?
He does. This is how you do it. TPK.
Looks like Team Zombies blasting off again.
So he reaches the top of the dome. You go inside the dome. In the dome appears to be some sort of a device. You don't know what this thing is. In real life, it's actually a scope, a telescope, right? He would sit up here and study the stars and whatnot, right over. You will find what appears to be a skeleton sitting in a chair in really nasty looking, degraded silken robes. They're just, you touch them, they fall to dust, right? But in his hand is his personal tome where he kept his notes. And there inside, you will find the words to release yourself from the curse. Hey. You will survive. And then we'll bring it to an end here. Good job.
Amazing.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you very much, Chuck. We have run over a little bit, so we must say goodbye sort of rather rapidly. But thank you so much for playing with me, everybody. Owen, who the heck are you?
I'm Owen. I'm the DM of the Lost Archives. Twitch.tv/Lost Archives. YouTube at the Lost Archives D&D. We play D&D. Come say hi. Thank you so much, Josh. Thank you so much, Chuck. Thank you so much, Agent. Thanks.
Pleasure. Agent, who the heck are you?
I'm Agent number 1. I'm a strategy and tactical variety streamer here on Twitch and on YouTube. You can come check me out if you want to see stuff I play every day during the week. That's it. Thank you so much, everybody. This was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed it. Great system.
Pleasure. Malika, who the heck are you?
Hi, I'm a creative and performer who pops up whenever Josh the Pirate asks me to. So I'm here and had a great time. Thanks for playing, guys. It was really good, even though I barely knew what I was doing.
Hey, you won.
You did great.
Survived.
Did I? Did I win?
You are now trapped up here alone with no way down.
Yes, and 3 zombies.
Well, they're dead.
Oh, no, they're gone.
We fell off the side, Josh.
I can jump across, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty dexterous, but not as a zombie. Chuck, who the heck are you?
I am Controller Games Community Director. I run games, play games like everybody else here, and I love gaming, and just want to thank everybody for letting me come run this game. Really had a lot of fun, man. Appreciate it.
Splendid. We have a giveaway on. I have just closed it. Let's draw a real winner. Turbo KKV wins the first one, and because there's 2, Shanahos wins the second. Don't you worry, because I'll start another one up in just a moment, because the Troll Lords have been extremely kind. We'll tell you more about it all in a moment, guys. Enjoy our break screen. We'll be back very, very shortly for some Call of Cthulhu action with Small Town Creepy in the DM seat. So brace yourselves for that, and we will see you very shortly. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Whee!